All right. Hello and welcome to Monsters and Madness. This is our 71st session here in Exandria. We are currently in the frigid depths north of Wildmount, where most of our campaign has taken place. It's been a busy few days for Bastion's Watch after the siege of Bysaeus Till by the Dragonborn army. And Breck's downfall, the party, after taking a night to recover, decided to fucking march into the Dragonborn camp and take Breck's body back. Some challenges were thrown around, and the figure who had been leading the army that had been talking to Milo, named Dragon, basically let the party walk in to negotiate what the return or what the conditions would be for Breck's return. And it was decided that a duel would decide the fate of Breck and his body and the ability to resurrect him, and it would be bet against the war pick. And with Angus volunteering initially, but Varik ending up being the one to step in for the fight, the party all lent their aid to Varik in any way that they could that wasn't directly impacting the fight. And Varik was able to succeed using a little bit more stealthy tactics than he had after seeing his stealthy friends and more defensive friends in combat over the past time here in the campaign. And after that, the party headed out. The plan was to head towards Darktow and work on a plan to destroy the Warpick, a plan that Emmeline and a few advisors had come up with after some very heavy research into the topic and trying to figure out what could be done to stop Tiamat from breaking into this world fully instead of just the avatar that is now destroying land up above north of Wildmount. The party got onto their ship, figured out what was going on with Morgana, and realized that there had been a bit of regicide in their absence. Some discussions were had. It was a bit tense, but the party ultimately decided to move forward and get on the seas. Contacting Captain Nora Loom, well, former captain, however, temporary or interim captain, while Johnny Grimm, the current captain, was heading towards the boat. And upon meeting the last song, another ship had appeared, one that had a bit of a ghostly feel to it, and a familiar face to Varik, the first mate of his father's, showed up and asked to parlay. And as Varik gave a little bit of history about what they were walking into, the party, taking Captain Norloom with them, decided to go to the deck of the Abyssinia to speak with Captain Valerio, who they now knew to be a pirate lord of Darktow. And after some brief conversation and explanation that the Abyssinia was there to help, that it has been told to them that Bastion's Watch is to be aided, and that the introduction from there was to the champion of Ukatoa, also known as Veril Florali, Varik's thought dead brother. I think at that point we are just going to zoom us in here. That is the moment we're jumping into. I think rather than going wide with it, we're going to go right back into that moment as everybody is standing on the deck and Varik sees his brother, different color hair, but for the first time in many years. And we're going to get a little vibe change here for that as well. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna nudge Grim and be like, "Hey, who's that guy?"
Like the deadish one or the captain one?
Either one. I mean, you're a pirate, right? You guys don't know each other.
Well, I do know more so recently that's Varik's dad, but that is one of the advisors to the Plank King. He's like one of the. He's like not like the right hand, but one of them. He just works really alongside the Plank King.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen them in person. I just, I know of them, but I've never seen them.
Cool. What about that one? The dead one?
Don't know. Varik?
Varik's like zoned out. Like this is someone he has not seen in a very, very long time that shouldn't be here.
His silence is speaking volumes, so I assume it's somebody he knows, but we'll just let it play out. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if Ekamos were here, because dead guy and dead guy, they might be able. Well, used to be.
I mean, he's not dead anymore.
Yeah, He used to be dead,
now.
But wait, is that guy dead?
I don't know.
He looks alive to me.
I've never seen this guy in my life.
If nobody's saying anything out loud, at least that's over the link.
If anything, if we still got the link, it'd be the link. If not,
I was assuming that was link. Yeah.
That would have been a hilarious conversation.
Like that's just the reaction. I will say Valerio will keep speaking then and say, as it happens, the legend of the Paladin speaks to the legend of Uk'otoa as well. Beryl was not just prophesied by Uk'otoa, but he is the returned son, meant to bring the elves, the Palad elves, out of the grove and into the sea, where Uk'otoa will protect them. We are here to help your cause, as it is our cause as well. He looks to you, Varik, and says, "The stars have destined this. You stand here on the deck of my ship again, Varik. Surely you see. Surely you know. This is what was meant to happen."
Is that why you abandoned me and my sister?
And look where you are now. Look what you have become.
Yeah, look at you, Father of the Year.
I did what was necessary, and you are stronger for it. That cannot be argued. And now we stand powerful together, the three of us, ready to herald a god into this world. You were a whelp when I left you. There was nothing for me to teach you anymore. I kicked you to the wilds and let you be. The gods have done the rest. Do not deny them. We are here to help, Varik. There is power in this. Power to save all that you love. Power to save Vasati, too.
I'm assuming the boats are still linked up right now.
Yeah, kind of. I would say that at the very least, the Alcantara had a plank going from one ship to the other, with the last song on the other side.
I think we had mentioned having both ships on opposite sides in case things
Correct.
get squirrely.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like one ship, Alcantara, last song, the Abyssinia in the middle. Alcantara has a plank between the two, and there's a big fog cloud between all three of you guys, or behind all three of you guys.
Does Does Vero look normal, or like does he seem to be
No.
acting like a regular person?
In that sense, yes. His demeanor is normal. He's holding himself normally, but there's an emptiness to him. His skin is pale. It's got tension to it still, but it reminds you guys almost of Ekimos' skin if it was like the color of Ekimos' skin, if not the texture. So he's pale like a pallid elf, but there's this almost like grayness, like the light underneath the skin is gone, and that paleness is just there, is just non-existent. It almost feels empty. And the big thing is the black hair. The pallid elves usually have much fairer hair, but his hair is dark and kind of long and slicked back in a ponytail. You know, his eyes look a little weird too, almost like yellow veins coming off of his pupils. And but otherwise his demeanor, he walks up normally. He doesn't look like a Frankenstein or undead or anything. He carries himself like he knows what's going on, at least for the few moments that you've seen so far. There's been no interaction with him otherwise, so as far as you can tell.
Yeah, he would look at Vero and just be like, "Brother, is it actually you?"
I have been risen by Ukatoa's powers. I owe him a life, or what is left of it. It is me, brother. And I am sorry for how things played out.
He'll go give him a hug. I don't like that look, Josh.
Roll me a persuasion check, actually, here on this one. Roll me a persuasion check, actually. Just for the charisma of like the way you approach him, if that's going to be welcoming enough in this situation.
Okay. That is a... Oh god, quick math. 27.
27. Of course it is. Your charisma's one of your 18s. 27. Not on the near impossible level, but pretty fucking good. Yeah. So basically, you do that, and you see at first as you move forward, you catch the glimpse of Elixidor, the first mate, and you see his hand briefly go down to his sword, and you just, with your passive perception, catch a glimpse of Valerio's hand just go up just a little bit by his waist, as if just to put him off. And you go up and you hug him. You hug Veril, and he doesn't stop you, but he doesn't exactly hug you back either. He accepts it, and it's the coldest hug you've ever had. But you do, yeah, you hug your brother for the first time since thinking he died.
While he's giving this one-sided hug, he will say to Vero that he is sorry about how it played out as well, but he can never trust that man again.
He's trying to protect you, Varik. Just as I did then. The gods are trying to break into this world. It is time for us to choose. We can guide it together, For us. For the Grove. And as he says, Ukatoa, there's a deep rumbling from inside of you that says it with it. Ukatoa.
I don't need his protection anymore. I'm the one who protects now. And he has done nothing for the Grove.
And at that, he steps back from the embrace of your hug. And the coldness turns stiff. We are here to aid you. Our paths converge. That much is true. We can figure out the rest later. And Valerio from the back, come. This is a long due reunion, but one that has many things that need to be done after it. A show of good faith. Champion. And he nods at Veril. And Veril reaches back into a leather bag on his hip and pulls out another one of the eyes of Ukatoa. They call them the cloven crystals. And Valerio continues. We have teams ready. The temples where these need to be placed. If what you seek is to bring back Ukatoa, we can make it easy for you. We will do the fighting. We have done the fighting. All we need are the others. Surely the rest of your party has something to say about this? All of you have been fighting for this, have you not? The gods speak to us too. They see things we cannot. Bastion's Watch seeks to bring back Ukatoa into this world. His power can fight back Tiamat. Can it not? Have you no other choices? The gods' eyes are upon us. Now is the time for action. What will yours be?
Well, guys. Do we want to take out one god and potentially have to worry about another god?
I mean, I feel like if it was any other god, it'd be different, but it's Ukatoa, dude. Like,
I know nothing about Ukatoa, so I am 100% relying on you guys right now.
It's like one evil deity for another, pretty much.
See,
obviously, I'm not the Ukatoa expert, but
yeah, that's the vibe I was getting from
Bahamut told me that Ukatoa would help us.
Oh. Well, I don't know about y'all guys, but that was all the convincing I guess I needed. Bahamut's good, right? Been helping us.
Bahamut's the enemy of Tiamat, so, I mean...
See? No, oh, there we go. What other... Alright, I'm in.
I just don't want to work with this guy, dude. Like,
I don't think Varik does either. Understandably so.
this is all in the link, right? We're all talking in the link.
Yeah,
The link.
I just want to say it out loud, you can say it out loud, but right now I'm assuming it's on link. to say otherwise.
Everything is on
Just
link.
standing there, blank
Yeah.
faces.
Look, just to address that side of it, I'm letting you guys have the conversation to talk it out. Yes, that would kind of be the way it is, but hey, if it's psychic, you're more transferring thoughts than exactly words. So I'm going with it so you guys can have a conversation to decide what you want to do, because it's big stuff to think about.
Everyone just always thinks, what's fucking wrong with these guys? They're just sitting here staring at each other.
It takes them like a minute to answer every question.
Fucking hive mind.
Yeah, I mean, I say if we're putting this to a vote, I vote yes because of Bahamut's input.
But we don't need them to do it.
We
But
just
we
need
need-
that.
We need the
Yeah.
eye.
So that was gonna be my next point.
Yeah, we need the eye.
I am down to fight these guys,
Oh,
but
didn't you just tell me about how he was like kind of the right hand of the Plank King and he was
he's a pirate lord, meaning one of the right hands. There's tons
Oh
of there's
Lord, see
but
anyone
there's
with the
multiple
Lord in their
pirate
name?
lords.
Automatically.
I will just throw out here just a little bit of information you guys have received. You have at some points in the campaign heard rumors of a pallid elf whispering into the Plank King about Ukatoa. That is a rumor you guys have heard going on.
Very.
I think
I don't trust this guy.
I
No.
don't trust him either, but the only thing I can think of is if we get squirrely and we pick a fight with them and we win and we take the eye, we just killed a pirate lord, which makes us enemy number one. But to counter it, and hopefully Nora's on the link too. They've done nothing for years, essentially at this point, where we've managed to scramble these things way faster than they have. That's the only shot we have of surviving with the Plank King. Is we killed them because they're useless. We can do better if we really want to release Ukatoa. We don't need to work with them. But if we
Well-
kill a pirate lord, all eyes will be on us.
why don't we just use them?
Well, we could do that
Play
too.
play along with them for now,
play
and
with
as soon as
you.
we get what we want, just a little knife in the back, give him the old fucking 1-2. Varik knows that goblin guy, right? Just,
I mean, Varik, what do you want to do? I mean, we're set on releasing Ukatoa at this point. Like, that is the plan. Like, we're all in
Yeah.
agreement.
I would rather not.
oh. Well, how else are we gonna defeat Tiamat? Unless Bahamut just comes up out of nowhere. Hey, stop, Josh. You're scaring me. I saw that.
Yeah, I would rather not, and I definitely don't trust anything they say.
No, see, we don't have to trust them to use them. We just use them. We make them do the dirty work. and
You
then
should
once-
already assume that they're trying to use us as well.
Exactly. So we can use that, knowing that, use that against them as well. Well, it's like that triple comeback, you know?
They said they're ready to go, but they need our like us, right? Because we've got what? Like how many?
Well, confront them with that. Tell them why haven't they moved?
Well, no, that's what he
Because they
said, right?
can't.
They're saying he can't because he needs the rest, which is the last two, which is what
Yeah.
we have.
Hmm.
So we have like their final trump card pretty much before they can set their motion into action.
Also, just a little bit of a reminder of how things played out. There were pirates who were in control of the Alcantara. You guys broke into the Alcantara and found the one that you had there. So
Yep.
at some point they
Oh.
had it, and then you guys took it from them, and that's how you have one. So presumably, if they have one now, at some point they had two, and now they just have one. And so that's just to bring that up as a reminder for part of the dynamics here.
And did we
Hmm.
get the other one from Ford?
No, you got it from
Where?
Professor Widowgast specifically.
Ah, okay.
Very specifically, just pointing that out.
Would Professor Widowgast approve of us working with these guys.
Probably not.
God damn it. Does everything have to be so complicated? I don't want to kill Varik's brother. He seemed like a pretty chill dude. He said he was sorry, so that's pretty nice. A lot nicer than his dad. Can we sway his brother to kill his dad?
He was also brought back by this evil entity.
Yeah. What if we sway him? Tell him we're going to release Ukatoa, but we have to kill his father first.
That would still be taking
How
out a pirate.
many
lord.
people are there?
Yeah, I was just, I don't know how
If
many
this comes to blows, how many people are
On deck, there's
actually
about
see?
10 that you can see. Yeah, there's Elixidor, Valerio, Varol are 3, and then about 7 other pirates.
But it takes what, 25 to man this ship?
Yeah, quite a
there's
bit.
tons underneath.
Look, don't
And then
forget
there's
we
the
also
supernatural fog behind you guys as well.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Breck's hands have been trembling since he saw that fog.
trembling,
We also-
like scared trembling.
Yeah, they've just been shaking.
Oh fuck!
We also have the last song and the Alcantara ready to open fire if we need to.
I don't think we fight now.
Not
Maybe
we
we can
fight.
see.
We
Hmm?
could follow. We could have them follow us to Darktow. That's
Yeah.
where we were going.
Get on land.
But
Even the
You
playing
want to
field a little
go
bit.
deeper into the territory.
I was about to say, look, but
Darker.
that's where we were
Hey,
going.
if we kill this
but-
guy, we're going to be
big
target
but.
number 1. So let's go deeper.
No. That's why we don't kill him and we go to Darktow, but they would follow us, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But we'd be less in open water. But we'd also be in pirate land.
This is all that.
So it just comes down to which is the less shitty situation.
Look, dude, I'm
Which
down to
one do
kill
we
a
want?
pirate lord, honestly. If you're genuinely
You know-
asking, I'm down to kill a pirate
If
lord.
everyone's game, I'm game, but I'm probably gonna go down. So
We just have to be really smart if we're going to take him down.
Josh, do I get any kind of feeling off that ominous fog?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It feels like the specter of what you've been feeling the entire campaign every time you got near water.
oh,
Oh,
that's, not
sick.
good. That's why I said let's take them on the land so we can at least get away from the fog. Get away from the fog and the potential 20 crew members at the bottom of the ship.
I'll say here then at this point, we'll say a few seconds have passed, right? Not as much as you guys have actually been talking, but a few seconds have passed enough for
Yep.
Valerio to say, tell us what it is you want. My son, tell me what your father can do to help you.
If you don't mind, guys, I would like to speak up. Just asking for Varik's permission.
Sure.
Just a quick second. Question for you. So you got this wonderful plan, but how do you plan to what's the game plan? How are you planning to do this? Say we agree and we help you. Where do we go from here?
There are ancient temples dedicated to Ukatoa across the Menagerie Coast and the Lucidian Ocean. We have already infiltrated 3 of these temples. If we have the other 2 crystals, we can use our magic to get them there, to those teams. We can raise Ukatoa today, now.
Hmm.
The power of the storm can be here to help fight back the dragon, the ancient mother who seeks to consume the world.
Okay. So
Ukatoa has been a protector of these seas before. After the ancient civil wars between gods, Ukatoa gave power to tribes of the islands on the ocean. Help them thrive. Fight against the petty jealousness of the gods. He is the sea. He is the tides. He is natural. You all see the beauty of the nature in this world. Look at your ship. Look at the plants and vines that run across it. Uk'otoa can bring that power and leave it in the hands of those who it belongs instead of the gods who try to lay claim to this world. Keep them behind their gate. Release the serpent. Take his power on as yours. We ask nothing in return. We offer only aid.
Then why is he locked away?
Yeah.
There are many in this world who are scared of power that is bigger than they can comprehend. They think because they cannot control it, it is not worth existing. Fear should not guide us. Power is truth, and we should seek it out. Use that power. Let it fill every bit of us and guide us to the things that we hold dear. To save loved ones. To protect them. And he looks at both Varel and Varik as he says these things.
What does the Plank King think of your plan?
What does it matter? We're here now. I don't answer to the Plank King.
No, but you answer to somebody else, it sounds like. A lot of what you're saying sounds eerily familiar. Very Lysander-ish to me.
Ooh.
So either you're the lapdog for the Plank King or you're the lapdog for the Promise.
Lapdogs and allies. Sometimes the balance can be one way or the other. You seem to know much about those who work towards Uk'otoa's power being brought into this world.
Oh, I know enough.
Then you know the power behind it.
I
And if
know
they're
the
working
cowardice
towards it.
behind them. I know the cowardice behind you. It's written all over your face. It's amazing that you were able to bring a child like Varik into this world and him be so different from you. And the excuse of making him stronger is just your coward's way out of not being able to be a father, of finding the easy way out. So excuse me if trust is a little not there at the moment. And then in the mind link, I'll tell everybody, if the Promise is directly involved in wanting to release Uk'otoa, I'm not doing it. So we got to figure out a way out of this. Whether we fight our way out or we figure it out another way. But if the Promise wants to release Uk'otoa, then we're all fucked. I know Bahamut told you, Breck, that Uk'otoa would help. But the Promise also promised me they would help me. And it was the worst mistake I ever made.
I'd like to speak up. And what if we refuse?
And what does that refusal look like? We offer aid. If you refuse what?
Your aid.
Varel. Give it to them. He sticks out his hand to Varik for the other third eye of Uk'otoa. Take it and go. You can choose a harder path than this, but you carry the answer with you at least. Fine, don't take our aid. We'll leave you with this. And when you decide that the death and destruction are over and done, and you can handle them no longer, you will remember the aid was offered, and it is still with you. Is that all you have to say on the matter?
Over the mind link. Guys, I'm confused as fuck now.
It sounds like they're desperate because we have the other two. They can't do anything without them.
So his hand is just outreach with the glove and crystal.
Varik, as you look down at the crystal, you start to feel and hear the sound of water drops on metal as it begins to rain. Off in the distance, you see dark clouds in the sky as a thunderstorm begins.
Yeah. Yo. Oh, that's sick.
I will look at Vero and just let him know, like, there's no good in this, brother. And I will turn to walk back to our ship. I will not take it.
Oh.
You would walk away from destiny, boy. From Vero, or Valeria.
Oh man, the only thing in my head is Bobby Hill. You're not my dad. I don't know. Well, I won't even acknowledge him.
Okay. We got 4 other people on the ship. What are you guys doing?
I'll follow right behind Varik. If he's leaving, I'm leaving. I feel like that's the end of that meeting.
Guys, how the hell did we even get here, man? Milo's been staring at the map the entire time, just wondering how they actually got to meet up with them. I still don't even know. Oh, why is everybody looking at me? What were you guys talking about?
God damn it.
I heard something about squirrels earlier.
It's okay, Milo. We'll catch you up later.
All right. Did you guys see this weather, man? This is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I think in the mind link, I would just say, look, we need to get off the ocean quick. Or at least out of here.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess I'll turn as well after that.
Milo, Breck.
Oh, I'm already following.
Breck. This fog is so familiar.
Does the name Grundox mean anything to you? Former captain of the Alcantara.
I think you know it does.
Can I insight Breck from where I am?
Breck, I'll let you decide if it's written on your face or not. I'll let you set the DC here for the inside check.
Is this a face that we've all seen before, Breck? Or do I need to roll
Grundox?
for it? No,
Or
yours.
like, oh man.
Yours, yeah, yours.
Milo knows this face.
Yeah, Breck looks like he's ready to go, but he, I mean, it's all based on how these questions are answered, I guess.
So he'll say, I think you know, I do, and says, there are many gods who take credit for Ukutoa's mercy. Many who stay alive in the depths so that he can shape their actions. Are you so sure, dwarf, that you serve who you think you do?
Melora is the true god of the land and seas. The one you follow is false. And then I'm going to use my channel divinity to create the fog, the marine layer.
Okay.
I'm hoping that mine kind of gives off Melora's like warmth.
I would say so. It feels markedly different as it kind of falls over the party. Before the fog was behind the ship, so this now creates a fog on the deck. And I'd say with Breck being the only one who stayed behind, everybody loses sight of him as well. But feels that warm embrace of the Wild Mother as if you're standing in the warm, shallow waters of a beautiful tropical beach.
I'm going to use that fog to close distance and get up next to him.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, remember this warmth. You'll be seeing it again. And then I'm just going to disappear into the fog to go back to my ship.
Ukatoa, as you walk away, you don't see him anymore, but you hear his voice echo through the fog. Ukatoa can bring back those who are lost to you as well.
I'm just going to keep walking.
And as you walk, you hear footsteps on the plank behind you onto the Alcantara. And by the time you get there, you see that Elixidor has followed you onto the ship. Cloven crystal in hand. Take it, Captain. The gods have spoken to you. You know this is the way. Don't let your hatred stop the avenue to success. The floor lies are hard in spirit, but they lead us to where we go. Ukatoa has found that their blood is strong. I sense yours is strong as well. Don't let this word fall to the dragons.
I will take it and not say anything.
He quietly moves back across the plank. How long does your fog last, Breck?
10 minutes.
Do you leave it up the whole time?
Yeah, and I would make my way all the way to the captain's quarters.
Okay. We'll say there's 5 minutes of the fog where nobody sees anything going on around them. Is there anything anybody's doing, any conversations anybody's having while the thunder of the storm is in the background? Soon the thunder goes away. Until you just hear the waves of the ocean again. Breck's fog finally dissipates. And the Abyssinia is gone.
Well, we're live. That's a good start.
Yeah, but now what?
I think we got some pretty good intel at the very least.
About the temples or whatever?
Well, not just the temples; they're kind of on standby, but it looks like at least Valerio isn't really working alongside the Planking. He's more doing Lysander's bidding now. It looks like Lysander has more say in Darktow than originally thought. Which means,
Captain Nora would actually pop in there. She says, well, it is possible that it's the other way around. Could Valerio not have hired than promised?
I mean, either way, the promise is involved.
It's true.
And that's two major events that we've been directly involved in where the promise is there. In Darktow, and then after we finished that tournament, where it wasn't just Stover that was there, but it was Malachi, who's still alive, who's thought to be dead for thousands of years at this point.
Well, where's our next destination then?
Navigator?
Hey man, I'm just the guy with the map, Aziz. Which I got it.
Exactly.
Well, where do you guys want to go?
Captain?
Point to it, and I will get us there. I think he might have slunk off somewhere.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
clearly not here.
No, he's a little fog boy.
Where we went?
Yeah, where are we going?
It took a really long time to get off that boat. I know he's got smaller legs, but it's not like that. Sorry.
No, he's fast. He's fast as fuck. Yeah, no, it's a Breck thing, not a dwarf thing, because I am definitely not that fast. Oh, speaking of, does anybody know anyone that can fix this? Because being a dwarf is not so fun for the long term.
Oof.
Yeah, big oof.
DM, would know anything? Have I ever come across anything in a book? Is this how to reverse a regeneration?
Roll me a history check. Or Arcana. I'll let you do a history or
Oh,
Arcana.
let's go Arcana.
I think that's appropriate.
That's 23.
That's way better.
23. Yes. Your transmutation professor has talked about theoretical spells that can change the form of a person.
I think there's actually stuff out there, but it's like theory, high end stuff. I don't know much more than that, but that means we have someplace to look.
Yes. And where is that?
Ha ha ha. I mean, Rexentrim's probably the first place.
Oh my
And
god.
So maybe, maybe after? I know
You
you're
would
patient.
at least know that you're in the transmutation professor's good graces. It is Professor Widogast.
Oh, shit. Okay. It is. I just tell him that. We might run across him sooner rather than later.
Good.
I mean, we could always call him, I think, but I'm going to let you. I would just transcribe for you on that one.
What? No.
Hey,
No,
man.
you know him. He doesn't know who I am.
I'm not blowing
Especially
a chip for
now.
that.
He's not going to answer some rando.
Still need to get his autograph.
If he changes me back, I'll get all the autographs you want. Yeah.
So who's gonna find out where we're going next?
You are with the map.
I guess I'll go look for Breck.
You want to go alone, or do you need backup?
I mean, I would love backup, but you by no means do you have to come.
All right,
Is Varik just like
11 and up.
need his own time?
Looks like we're staying with the map.
Is Varik in like a sad boy
That's what's
corner right now?
wrong.
Yeah, I think Varik's just like he needs to be alone for a little bit. That was a lot for him. Let's go find Breck.
Okay.
You guys get close to the captain's quarters and just hear Breck just like destroying everything in his room.
Oh,
Let's give it 5 minutes until the crashing stops, and then we'll knock. Does the crashing stop in 5 minutes, Breck?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
give
right,
it
you first.
I give it an additional 30 seconds after the silence hits, and then I knock on the door, and I say, "Captain, it's Grim, Milo, and Angus. Can we come in, please?"
I did not tag along, by the way.
Oh, it's Johnny and Angus. Can we come in, please?
He just opens the door, and inside his room, everything except his desk is destroyed.
Just redecorating. I like what you done with the place. Captain, where the hell are we going?
Well, it seems that our option for destroying the war pick was Ukatoa, so if we're not using Ukatoa, then
Was that
Then we
our
need to-
only
need to-
option, or was that just a option?
that was an option, yeah.
Okay, so that means we've got other options then.
Well, we just need to do some research as to what
Yeah.
those other options are.
Can't we reach back out to old nerd girl?
Who?
What's her face? Milo's friend,
Oh. I mean, that's up to Milo.
the nerdy bookkeeper.
I mean, we could definitely try.
Because didn't she suggest this option? Yeah. Oh, great. It's like wrangling cats. Where's Milo? Where did he go off to?
I think we need to do some serious research, as much as possible within the time frame to see what options we can kind of go for. And if Ukatoa is the last thing we have in order to prevent the world from ending, then obviously we'll have to figure something out along with some guidelines. But I feel like just releasing Ukatoa with no parameters
No.
is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I don't feel like releasing any sort of god level being is a good idea, honestly, regardless of how nice they might seem.
How bad of an idea is it to go to Rexentrum?
Oh, see, I've never been there.
I've
don't
never
think
been there either, I don't think, but
But I mean, I was just told Rexentrum is where I could possibly get turned back, so I'm all for it. Do we what kind of research are we doing? We diving into books, or we communing with gods? What type of research here?
both? I mean,
Combined power, we can reach out to the Raven Queen, my brother.
you of all people want to reach out to the Raven Queen.
No, I've seen her too many times. Okay. She's
I mean, we can go if
scary.
you want. I could put in a good word for you.
No, I don't need any words. I've already talked to her too much. She's sick of seeing me.
Where's Milo? Can you get Milo? I feel like he can answer these questions as to where we can get more
Oh.
info.
Over the mine lake. Milo, where the hell are you?
I knew I should have gone. Where am I? He looks around the boat. Where did I walk to? God damn it. He's been looking at the map the entire time, so he finds his way all the way back over there.
Okay.
And then DM question: what is her name?
You said it earlier.
Emmeline.
There it is.
Meline. God damn it, dude, that hurt.
I'm gonna tell her you forgot her name.
Emmeline.
There we go.
Hey Milo,
Yeah, what's up?
how much info does Rexentrum have on, like, I don't know, deities? And I guess if we
Warpic
wanted to do a
destruction.
lot of reading, would Rexentrum be a good place to go? Also, would it be a good place to go for, I don't know, some slight meditation in everybody's respective deities?
Hey DM, how vast is my knowledge on those locations as compared to my knowledge on those locations?
Rexentrum, I mean, Rexentrum is, as far as Wildmount goes, one of the top 3 cities for having historical records. As far as the Empire goes, is the city that's going to have the most of the records. It's the capital city. Zadash is also very big, but Rexentrum is a place. It's also where the school is, the Solstice Academy, where you studied. So, you know.
But would I know that religions are more of a Vasselheim kind of thing, or?
Oh, well, I mean, there is still religious stuff too in Rexentrum, quite a bit. I would say, again, similar things for knowledge. Like on the continent, Rexentrum is one of the biggest places of religious concentration. However, it's only for the 5 accepted prime deities there, because the other ones are considered not permitted to be worshipped. And so, just by the nature of it, there's probably more information about the gods that are allowed, but less information about the ones that aren't in the balance of things.
So we won't really find too much on Tiamat up there then.
So narrow-minded. But you know.
Well, where are we? We're at the frigid depths, right? Is that where we ended up?
In the ocean.
We just
Yeah,
went
up in the
more
ocean
into
above
the-
the Zender fields.
That's here, right, guys? Points at the map.
Let me look at the map real quick.
It would be kind of northwest of Ice Haven, where you guys were at, kind of towards the pirate hideout where you guys had gotten repairs about halfway through the campaign. Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're northwest of Ice Haven, if we just head back towards the direction of Ice Haven, then we would get to Rexentrum, so that's a positive. However,
Oh, I see it.
we may not find the information we're looking for. We can...
But we could probably find.
We can find something.
people.
I mean,
It's
there's
perfect.
White. I don't know if Whitestone's also a thing, or people. I think you said that
Yeah.
dude is there, right? The
Yes.
Black Widow dude or something like that. What's his name?
Widowgast. Yeah. Is he at Rexentrum, Milo?
DM.
Who was it? that you're
Where
looking
else
for?
would he be?
Professor Widowgast.
Would I know
That's
of
where
any
the
other
school is.
locations?
That's generally where he usually is. He was in, I believe he was in either Hope's Bastion or Bysaeus Till when he gave it to you guys, though.
Okay.
So he would have been around Bysaeus Till at the time of the siege.
Would Milo think maybe that this is an Emmeline kind of thing? Would this be something that I could task her with?
Certainly, yeah, of course.
To do some research?
That's kind of how I set her up. Is like, hey,
Which
if you guys
was,
need
right?
research done, just go tell Emmeline, and then you'll get research back later.
Call her up.
So do you guys want me to make that call real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask for specifically?
How to destroy the pick without Ukatoa, without
Wow,
releasing
right.
a god level deity.
Any possible way to destroy the pick? Like,
Yeah.
what are the options?
Give
that
us
we
a
have?
list. Give us a
Yeah.
list, and we'll pick from the list.
All right.
Breck just kind of looks around his destroyed office while you guys are brainstorming in here, and he just like goes, "Can you guys go brainstorm like someplace else? I was in the middle of something."
Oh yeah,
Jeez,
Sorry,
man, what happened in here?
we interrupted his redecorating time.
I
We
think the last question is, Breck, if we just set sail somewhere, do you mind, just so we're not in the open water for too long, or do you want to go anywhere specific?
I got nowhere specific.
As soon as he says that, Angus starts rushing out of the room. I call dibs on the wheel.
You're not driving the boat as I walk out.
I was already sprinting towards the wheel.
Milo reaches the door, kind of turns back as he's going to slowly close the door, and goes, "Just rage on, man," and closes it.
Um,
All right. So message. All right. And he sends a sending to Emmeline. Mark that off. Emmeline, this is Milo.
Mhm.
Our plans have successfully changed. We need to learn more about the pick.
Any way to destroy it, Milo?
What am I on right now? That's
I was not counting.
so I'm either on 22 or
No.
or
No,
I'm
you're not
on 17.
17 sounds more like it.
Yeah, it does sound a little more like I'll give you
17, okay.
7 more.
And how
Or
to
8 more.
destroy it.
2 more words.
This is urgent.
That was
Oh.
3.
this is
This is she didn't get urgent.
I had 3 words on my finger. It's urgent. So urgent.
What the fuck does successfully changed mean? Did you get to the crystals or not for Ukatoa? And she'll send another one.
That
What are
means
you
I can
talking
just-
around, Milo? Just be clear.
Yes.
I mean,
We
you gotta
have-
respect her bluntness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
With recent developments, we have altered our trajectory and must compensate effectively.
oh my god, I'm gonna have a stroke.
Yeah, that was confusing to me.
Milo, what are we doing, buddy?
Milo, use plain words.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Ukatoa, really evil.
Oh,
Worst
yeah,
case,
that's
we'll go
good.
with that. But we need other options to destroy the pick.
Say exactly that, Milo.
I say that like in a very monotone, like clearly I'm reading off a script right now.
Or just pointing frantically at a piece of paper, like, say this.
Just have the card up in front of him.
At the end, I'll write, like he's reading off a teleprompter, and I made an adjustment at the end. It says XOXO Milo.
He like squints at it.
Squints and says, "Oh wait, no."
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Ukatoa is evil?
Go fuck
Damn it! Who
yourself.
put a question mark at the end of the sentence?
Okay, you don't get a response back.
All right, I think that was somewhat successful.
Well, now look what you did. You confused her to death.
I'm gonna burn a whole nother slot. Just for please. Please?
You get back. Sure thing, Starosta. Give me a few hours.
Did it
Oh,
sound
you
like
are
she
a
was?
goddess. Thank you so much.
Did it sound like she was talking through like gritted teeth?
Oh, so bad.
Oh man, you pissed her off.
Hey guys, we're gonna give it a couple of
Starosta.
hours. It may have cost me my life, but
Good.
we got it.
Well, you know, it's okay. You can come back from that. Promise.
Well, now that we
Yeah.
have that
Looks you up and
playing
down.
out, we can still try and do some research on our own. We can go somewhere. If we're northwest of Ice Haven from that
Mhm.
port, the biggest places I guess that we could go to are either Whitestone or Rexentrum.
Okay. And then which way is that? Could you point for
So if we're northwest, we could either go west to go towards Whitestone, or we can go east towards Rexentrum.
Query for the DM. what's the timeline kind of urgency? What's the pressure feel of this five-headed dragon pending northwest?
Are you asking from Miles' perspective, like he kind of sits and...
Yes, yeah, just kind of everything that's going on. What's the general vibe about how much time we have?
Roll me a D100.
You have 30 seconds.
You know that thing that was going to happen later? Yeah, that's happening now.
Yeah. D100.
81.
Oof.
81?
81 seconds.
You're able to like feel this out and connect. You kind of had this passive feeling of these pillars of fire. Like when you walked through the Dragonborn camp, it was like the field was on fire. There was just so many people that had that latent like fire, divine fire energy that Tiamat emanated. And so for a moment, you just stop and think, maybe I can connect to that and get some sense of what the urgency here is, what the timeline here is. And as you try and reach out and feel, it's 5 pillars of fire that you connect to, and it's almost as if you're looking from the perspective of fire up into this large 5-headed dragon that is just 2 of the heads currently are spewing one's fire and one's acid onto the ground in a just destructive force. And the 3 heads that aren't doing that like look to where your perspective is coming from, and you kind of in this like meditative state here start to feel warm. You could probably stay connected to it if you'd like to.
No, Frodo. Take the ring off.
That's exactly what I was feeling, dude. Oh, that's perfect. Can I try and focus on one of those 3 and their location within the world? If I got the picture right.
Yeah, which of the 3? I would say that the 3 heads that are looking at you, red, black, and white. Which of those 3 do you choose?
Oh man, let's go with the classic red.
Yeah.
The
other 2,
inspiring.
the other 2 almost seem to like disconnect. But one bites at one of the other heads that's spewing out acid, and then turns, and you see it reach down, and there's an injured mammoth that is walking by, and with it just snaps down on it and throws it up into the air and catches it. And you hear just as the bones and tusks crack under the pressure of these jaws closing down. And you try and connect with this dragon. How do you do it? What do you do? What do you do to focus on it? What do you do to connect to it?
I feel like there would be. I've got like these. Well, I have the flames of Tiamat. Mark.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was gonna try and vibe with that a little bit and have that energy try and couple it a little bit and try and flow that into my eyes to where I can just almost like Hawkeye but dragon eye have that focus right down onto this dragon which seemingly is in the world.
Yeah.
40,000 foot view just focuses in.
Yeah, and if anybody's around Milo this time, my God, you feel heat coming off of him.
I want to say, yeah. I
And
figured we were standing right next to him.
yeah, you, Milo, hear a voice. It's primal, and there's like a sense of like it's feminine energy, but it's primal, ancient mother energy as you hear it. The Guardian is dead, yet a slice of his power remains. Show yourself, Spawn.
Can you hear me?
You see flames kind of look out of the end of the mouth. Your fire walks between two worlds. My fire and his fire. And when she says his, is just like vitriol in her voice. His fire. This is interesting.
You mean my father? Not a big fan myself. Why is that red dragon so important? Do you need it?
I am
Unlock
it.
yourself? What's the best way to destroy your talon?
Fire just bursts down into where your perspective is.
Disconnect.
And you're gonna take
Oh,
15 points of fire damage.
can I use a reaction?
Sure, what do you do?
I am going to use absorb elements,
Mhm.
and I'm going to reduce that to 7, I believe it is.
Nice. Everybody sees this red flame almost just apparate on Milo all of a sudden. What's it look like as you kind of tamper down that fire that's around you to reduce the damage?
What color is her fire?
It's like it's a very typical. It's rather than like the blue intensity of a really hot flame, it seems to have like that really concentrated flame, but it's like a dark, deep red, almost like a blood flame.
You see it hit the same kind of shield energy. It's like that bright blue Milo magic. But as that fire hits that blue energy shield, it comes off. As it still burns him, but he's able to absorb a lot of that energy, and it still kind of emanates around his shoulders.
Milo, you get the sense, as far as location goes, the very south of Isocross, and there is Balin Post is one of the farthest south places to be. They're kind of at the edge of the ocean. I'm talking probably the way you were looking and the way you felt they were at, moving towards the ocean.
All of them.
And close.
Not just the red dragon.
No. Sorry. This was the 5-headed dragon.
Oh, so it was all okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
One location.
One body, 5 heads. This is the avatar of Tiamat.
Muhammad's butthole. That was hot. Oh. I think I know exactly where they are, though. And I tell the crew.
So
how long does that give us?
Sounds like th're going towards the coast. It's the next. They fly next.
well, if you multiply dragon mass by fly speed and then divide it by air resistance, it'll give us a count on my
Angus,
fingers.
Go, Angus.
I don't know.
Based on, I mean, Milo, you've been navigating. You've been doing navigation stuff. You know where the location is.
Yeah.
Could probably be in Vexay still in 2 days.
Christ.
So, hey Milo, you got one of them
Rough,
nice
guys.
teleports?
And that's if there's not like other magical considerations, like if it's just moving.
I think I have a full staff of charges.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh,
No?
The same day you moved to the Alcantara, right?
Oh yeah, this has all been one day. I thought we
I
had
think
long
so.
rest.
Oh, you know what? There was a long rest on the ship before the talk. Yeah, that's right. There was a long rest. So yeah, you've had some you'd have a charge or a day of charges or whatever it is.
Right, yeah, I think we need to use that and not the ship. I say the ships need to be sent to Visaeus still.
Bisace Till is landlocked. They couldn't get to
Well,
Bisace Till.
Well, I mean, sent to like, where'd my map go? Give me that map.
Strategic location.
Yeah.
Here's the map.
They could get like on the coast, the closest point.
Yeah, to at least provide, like artillery fire or something.
Mhm.
I don't know. Just send what we can to them. I mean, and if we're in Rexentrum, maybe we can muster up some sort of defenses to send up to Bisaeus Till.
Also, I haven't explored it too much, but I'm assuming Bisaeus Till's libraries and research stuff is still pretty adequate. If you guys find time on your hands.
What's left of it?
That's true.
The town is crumbled.
What are other places that have like all of that information? Like Rex and Sherm, okay, cool. What are like other places or like big libraries or something that we could go to realistically?
The one that you guys would know of easily off the top of your head, Amon. Amon has some schools and libraries. It's one of the biggest cities. I think maybe the biggest city in Exandria. Maybe that's Vasselheim. Vasselheim's the oldest city in Exandria, regardless. Rexentrum, if you're trying to go to the Dynasty, oh man, the capital of the Dynasty would probably have some pretty good libraries if you can make it in there and be cool with that. Menagerie Coast, Port de Mali would have some libraries for sure. The Cobalt Soul still operates on the coast. They weren't banned there. And also, you guys have the Cobalt Soul still. They are still in the tunnels where Milo sent them off to.
Out of those options, I think the oldest city on the continent sounds like our best bet since we're dealing with old gods.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's go there.
You think?
Yeah. But I feel like we just have to act now. We don't have
Yeah.
a lot of time.
Yeah, we got like a day or two for that thing.
Right,
If I
and
did
that's
my C
like-
math.
That seems like the best place to start.
Josh,
Yo.
when Brack is finally done destroying stuff,
Mhm.
he would like to pray to Melora.
Okay. Absolutely. It's a odd sight because it's everything is destroyed around you except the desk, but you're kind of trying to create a solemn moment. And what do you do here when you pray to Melora? What's that look
He's
like?
gonna set the Eye of Uk'otoa down
Mhm.
in front of him, and he's Melora, I need guidance now. It seems we're kind of at a crossroads, and Tiamat's getting ready to start destroying things, and I feel like we could really use some divine help right now. Bahamut had came to me and told me that the Eye of Uk'otoa could be used as help, and I don't know if I can trust Uk'otoa, and I don't know if I can trust even Bahamut.
You hear a light voice in your head. It's a contrast to the one Milo heard, where that was power incarnate. This is the soft trickle of a creek that will run for 1,000 years. What do you trust, Breck?
I trust you. I trust Naviask. And I trust my friends.
What do you know of Naviask?
I know that he's the one who's been granting me shield all this time.
He is a former demon. A very powerful one. A Baelor. His spirit was transformed by Fey magic. And now he works to heal the land. There are many powers on this world. Many who think I am evil. But the reclamation of nature, slow, steady crawl, will outlast civilizations. And for that, they think it should be controlled. You can use power which you cannot trust, but you must accept its consequences.
Besides Ukatoa, is there any other power that could destroy the war pick? Is Naviask powerful enough to destroy the war pick?
Naviask's power is great. But on its own, it is not enough. My power would need to be let through the divine gate in order to destroy it. The vestiges, the arms of the betrayers, they need divine energy, powerful enough that it was locked behind the gate. There are still traces around the world of others, but those paths are harder, more treacherous. I will guide your steps on your journey as I always do. But there will be consequences, as there are to any decision, for those as well.
Besides freedom, what else does Ukatoa want?
Ukatoa is envious. He wants godhood of his own, free of those who created him. The words they spoke were true. There are many Ukatoa have protected, and many who use his power to protect others. More in the past than now. Time has made him more urgent. The seas rumble more often with his name. But there are those in this world who know how to bind him. Ukatoa has been released in previous years, yet he remains bound now. It is not impossible a task to release one who wants to be a god and bind him again when your uses with him are done. But it will come at the cost of fighting those who want to keep him free. And when your enemies become many, your chances become fewer.
Rebinding him after using him is, I would assume you would just do the same thing you do to unbind him? Or do we need to go learn how to rebind him?
The same method that has been used to bind him in the past will likely no longer be sufficient. But there are powers enough in this world to trap even a god. At least one who thinks he is. I speak to you behind the divine gate. Let that be evidence enough of the power to put divinity behind a wall.
Thank you for your guidance.
Thank you for following the voice of the world when it speaks to you. For I cannot always add mine into it. And when the trees speak, when they sing for me, as do the waves and the tide. Keep your ears open for their voice too, Brick, for it is mine as well. And that warmth begins to subside as you just go back to hearing the waves.
Yeah, he's gonna head out and go meet up where everybody else is at.
He just comes up deck and sees a bunch of us bickering at each other, trying to figure out what to do next.
I took this from them. He's gonna hold up the third eye.
Oh. Well, guys, that changes things. Is Varik around?
He'd be in his room.
Okay. And be like, I
How
don't
far away
think-
is that physically? Screaming distance?
I'd say so on the ship, yeah.
Milo is
Just
going to
generally
use,
screaming distance.
Yeah.
Milo's going to use thaumaturgy to do the 300 range to like echo it, and he's going to scream, "Eric!"
Yeah, I'd show up.
Boom! Told you guys.
I just imagine Varik showing up just looking very like upset. Not upset, but just like, God damn it, Milo.
More like why? Why? Did
Yeah.
Was that necessary?
And
I
then
thought you guys
just
hated it.
point to the eye. That's why it was necessary.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So Breck did a thing. So what are we gonna do with this, Breck?
Milo just starts to pull out the the small chest replication. Just getting ready. Sit down.
I figured it could be useful. They offered it for free.
I mean, I do like free stuff.
May I ask for clarification on something, Josh? It's not related to the stones, but the pick. So they needed the pick to release Tiamat, correct?
Fully release, yeah.
How is Tiamat coming without it?
It's an avatar of Tiamat.
Right. So they needed a total of 3 ancient
Yeah.
relics. They got 2 of the 3. And so what they were able to do was use that divine energy that was already broken into the world from the ritual from Vesh, and take that energy in the 2 relics and bring a slice, not everything, but a slice of that power from Tiamat into the world. And that is the avatar of Tiamat. And so this is a physical being, right? This is like if the Wild Mother showed up as a kaiju and was just like coming down and wrecking shit. But the only reason that much was allowed to physically be in the world in the form of this dragon was what they had done so far. Now that they've done this, the pick is that final piece. If they can get a hold of the pick, then it's not just the physical form of the dragon. The divine form of Tiamat comes through and is able to release that power onto the world without any of the prime deities having that same ability in the world and being able to fight her off. So it's essentially like, hey, the divine gate is keeping the physical plane here and all the rest of the gods out. But if that one god sneaks through, they've got, it's the fox in the hen house. There's nobody there to stop them.
So this is Ekamus's fault.
The bowl, man. You guys took it some wild stuff. He's like, yep, I'll just sacrifice a person to this bowl. Sure, let's make it happen.
Yeah, dude, cut this dude's throat in the middle of the woods. Here, what?
Fresh
what
blood,
happened?
drop it in.
Solid question, though.
Alright.
That clarified a lot for me as well.
Okay, cool.
Milo is kind of wondering, would he be able to kind of connect the differences for Scry with the energies he felt for the Avatar?
In what way to scry on the avatar?
Maybe to just help me fulfill the requirements of Scry, figure to maybe even just look at the Avatar. Just see him, man.
I think so. There's a little bit of familiarity there. You connected
Yeah.
to some divine energy within it. So yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Theory. So if we were going to teleport, guys, where did you want to go? Noting that we have about 2 days until
Yeah, what was that oldest
this
city?
individual- The oldest one, Vassal.
Vessel, yeah.
Right, but that was before we had these eyeballs. Well, we have the eyeballs now,
Well, I guess
or the crystals.
I mean, we have all of them, so that is an option. We could still go do some research.
Ooh,
Worst
yeah.
case scenario, if we do decide that, hey, time's of the essence and we're just going to go with Ukutoa,
Mhm.
we need to find a way to, like, at least add some parameters to releasing him. And that, in order to do
Ooh, I
that,
like
I just need to read, like, everything about everything that I can.
He can
I
be
like this guy.
resealed.
Dude, I love the
What?
replacement for Johnny Grimm.
Okay.
Wait,
He likes books, man. It's great.
Milo,
I've
did
always
you just-
liked books.
did you-
Like,
wait,
I'm-
wait a minute.
I don't know.
Did anyone just hear what Breck said?
What do you say?
Melora told
Exactly.
me that he can be resealed.
But I like how fast, I guess, or like what does that
How much
look
does
like?
that-
What does
yeah.
resealing him look like? Is it just
The
like, okay,
logistics.
you're done, we snap our fingers and he
I
goes
don't know.
back?
Probably gives us more time than 2 fucking days.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Ukuto is a lot lesser evil.
Is he?
A
Do we
lesser
know that
evil.
for
Well,
sure?
I mean,
Oh,
a
yeah, he's a
demigod
lesser
versus
god.
an actual
Yeah.
god.
That's just
Ye-
3 plus
yeah.
1 kind of a thing.
I feel like that's just semantics at this point. An evil thing is still an evil thing. Just because it's not a full-on god doesn't mean it's any less deadly than a fucking anything else. Like, we're really saying just because it's not a god, it's okay. It's still evil. It's still
I mean,
a-
it's still
an
kind
evil
of a
being.
god. It's just
I
not
get
like
it.
one
Like, I'm not.
god
I get it.
very
I understand
way.
the severity of the situation.
Also,
I'm
if that
just
one
saying.
god comes out, is it not a cascade of betrayer gods coming out after it? Or is it just the one god that gets out of this thing? I guess that's a
Let's
DM
ask these
question.
questions.
Oh, that's a DM question? Oh,
Yeah.
you don't know.
That's what I heard. As a player,
Generally,
that-
you don't know. Yeah. There's been nothing, I will say this, there's been nothing that's spoken of ripping down the divine gate. What you guys have been talking about and hearing about are rituals to bring over Tiamat specifically. But you don't know. We could leave open a door, sure.
Just so you know, we're messing with the fabrics of magic, man. Things get kinky.
Oh.
Do you guys think it's possible? I mean, obviously I have no idea, but do you guys think it's even possible to bring over an avatar of a prime deity?
You're talking like open the gate for like Bahamut
if they've done it. But how much energy would that take?
I have no
We
idea.
have
I
the
said that
things to
that
do
sounds
thing,
like
but
some research in the oldest city on the continent needs to be done to do
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, that's not wrong. That seems to be like a joint
I
factor.
think I feel like we keep coming back to that.
And then there's also the vestiges,
Ooh, where are those at? That
which,
could
if I'm not
probably help.
mistaken, were created to fight against the prime or the betrayers.
Oh, that's right. Do we know where those are?
Generally, yeah, generally. They were created in the fight when the betrayer gods were fighting against the prime deities. Yeah, the champion. There were weapons created for the champions.
And those are created to fight the divine versions of these gods, not just an avatar.
Oh.
Correct?
Generally, at the very least, it's not like they were going to kill a god on their own.
Yeah.
But they are more centered on using divine energy to fight divine energy because beings don't have divine energy at that level. Clerics and paladins have some, yes, but not like pure. Like when you get a divine energy intervention, that's like channeling that kind of pure energy where it's that kind of stuff. So I would say they're not god killers, just like, oh, I've got a vestige, let me go stab a god in the heart and I win. But certainly would help when going up against other divine beings of that level of power. There's not much really else more than that, yeah.
Start to tip the scale more in our favor.
How many of these do you think we could get our hands on?
If I'm not mistaken, do we already have 2?
Well, we
Milo's
have
gonna
the
look at his
pick.
book.
That's not a vestige.
The pick's
book's
not.
not a-
No,
book's
the
not a vestige?
pick's an arm of betrayer. That's right.
Breck has a shield,
Oh, yep.
and then Ash has the book.
Correct.
Milo has the book right now.
I have a Grimoire Infantatus.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That is a vestige.
So I'm gonna look down at that, and Milo's just gonna wonder
You've
if the
had this the
divine
whole
magic,
time?
if the divine magic is like the only thing that can destroy it. Would the book be able to destroy the pick?
I tried to use the shield to destroy the pick, and it didn't work.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. What if you use them together?
How badly did that go? Remind me.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, never mind. No, anything.
Is that the one where he was just standing there waiting, he's just taking the waves of pain?
No, because that was the pillar of fire and the sword. I'm saying if we use the book and the shield against the pig, that's 2v1.
Trying to remember which other ones I know of.
Your note
So yeah,
clips.
if we can get our hands on one,
Don't
maybe
know.
2 more, you think we
would definitely help.
Yeah.
Breck, do you think a 2-on-1 situation would even tip the scale, or you're the only person with the experience, man?
I don't know, man. Maybe. But Bahamut himself told me to seek out Ukatoa, so
That is very weighty. I do really like it.
and if he thinks his shield's not strong enough, then I don't know if it's even worth the attempt again.
All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to
So
go
I
to the
know-
minority and say I'm going to go with Breck on this. But I do
So
think
I
it
kn-
would probably Vasselheim. Sorry, Eric.
I know of 5 of them.
Oh, 5 vestiges?
Yes. One of them we have, which
Yep.
is the Grimoire.
Book.
Ford has the Star Razor.
Okay.
The Vermin Shroud is in the Kryn Dynasty, so that's obviously very vague.
Okay.
Wreath of the Prism in the Emerald Gulch.
Okay.
And the Deneth Visor is in Vasselheim.
Vasselheim, aka the oldest city on the continent. God, I keep telling you, we keep coming back to it. I think that's where we need to go.
And-
For a little bit of Ash thing here, we did mention Ash. He's still around, so I'm going to give some information there since we have a alternate player character here. For Flynn, for Ash, he would remember that when he woke up but when he ended that stasis, when the Flying City ended that stasis, he did not have the book with him immediately. It seemed to apparate to him after the first few seconds.
Was it giving off the time?
No, it didn't seem time related. It just seemed like almost like, the place where this book belongs is now back to being accessible. So here we go, back to that spot.
Oh,
And the note I had for the Grimoire is that it was with Valeris Singorn. If that means anything.
would that name, if he said that out loud in front of Ash, would that name have sparked anything?
Not for Ash, I think.
But for somebody else.
Singorn, yeah, the Elvish city on Taldore.
And then, yeah, the last note I had with those was that Beauregard Lionette would know more. And it says Rexentrum.
Oh.
So now we we have an option of getting these vestiges and fighting it ourselves. Somehow opening a gate so that an avatar of one of the deities can come through and help us fight,
Mhm.
or releasing Ukutoa and pitting evil versus evil.
And we also have to keep in mind, this is not something where it's just us that have to be dealing with it. If it's as big as it is, surely we know people who will assist.
Right. No doubt.
People that aren't an evil entity.
Almost as if some divine timing for Emmeline to pop back in.
She's gonna tell us the same shit we just figured out on our own.
One of the survivors, and she just goes straight to Miles. She doesn't even say hello. One of the survivors from Zemnias mentioned an ability of the shard that they were working on, something that was too dangerous to do without proper protection, so they couldn't get more in. And then cast another setting into the experimentation. But the Chronos shard has a latent ability to tear into other timelines. They think that if somehow the pick or the avatar itself could be pushed into one of these tears, that would get rid of them, at least for us. It, and then another cast, might be a gamble, but it's something that doesn't involve the gods. They kind of seem afraid of this shard. I don't know that we have much else besides that, but I'll keep looking. And then she, about 3 minutes later, further discussion. There are spell components that we do not have any longer, so we need to figure out a way to replace them. Either residuum or a blood mage. We'd also need a powerful chronologist as well. And then nothing. Since she, in the middle of that conversation, was sending you as much as she could right away as they were talking about it. If there's anything you want to respond to, you can. There was a million cats of sending, so I'll just let you say back what you want to say back.
As soon as she cast it over, I would have gone ahead and just opened it up or translated it into the telepathic bond.
Okay.
So I would have made direct eye contact with everybody else. If you guys had questions throughout that entire thing, go ahead and fire them back to me, and I would make them known. Pretty much word for word.
Not a question, but we know a blood mage,
Mhm.
and we know where to get residuum.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Zarm also qualifies as a chrono mage, doesn't he?
I think Honor is also a blood mage too, isn't she?
Yep.
That's
Honor,
the one I'm
blood
talking
mage.
about.
Yep.
Blood mage, Honor. Can I get confirmation on Zarm though? Before I put that.
Oh, Zarm. Oh, yeah.
Chrono?
Zarm's a chronologist. Yeah, absolutely. He does chronology. That's his specialty.
Yeah, my man Zarm.
Bro,
And we would
spitballing
use
here.
them to essentially open a rift into the shard.
You dumping your trash into somebody else's yard.
That's
Fuck.
crazy. That can lead to some
Or-
crazy stuff.
Spitballing here. We pull an end game, and we go back and get a bunch of messages.
I
Give ourselves some time.
Oh fuck.
I
That
like
is
the
actually
vestige
crazy
I
route.
think that
plan,
is the
dude.
most
I like the
equitable
vestige
plan.
route.
Oh my god.
I
That is
really
the
like
most equitable
that.
plan.
Ash is gonna speak up and say wizards have been known to have disappeared and never seen again when messing with the chrono shard.
I'm going to give you inspiration for that line for Ash. You can take it for Breck because you're playing Breck, but you get inspiration for that line.
I'm gonna give
if
it to
that's
Ash.
the case, then we don't have to worry about this problem. So
Like
we'll never have to worry about this ever again.
Milo's mind and eyes are exploding with ideas right now.
Do you think
Do the mental math.
man, I don't know. Your friend Widowgas, would he know much about this stuff?
More than us.
Yeah, I was
sure.
gonna say we know people that are smarter than us and know more about stuff like this.
While we're in the, I guess, the old city doing more research as much as possible, but that is a plan.
Isn't he one of the people who gave us one of the eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was in like a box with other stuff. You know, like
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just an eye. Yeah. That was when the dude gave us the dead people tea, right?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
when
No. Yeah.
Because Ford
So
pulled it out, right?
he
Ford
showed
had
it
pulled
to
one
me.
out then. Okay, he didn't give us that one.
No.
Okay,
He
right.
showed it to
No, this
me to
was-
see
alright,
if I would
alright.
react to it.
this was given after the siege of Bysaeus Till. Professor Widowguest came and dropped it off and said, "This is a gift from the Mighty Nine." Nothing else.
Dude, this is getting super weird.
Emily. I did have a couple questions. Would a vestige of divergence be able to destroy if multiple ones? Can we stack them to destroy a arms of a betrayer? Do you have any other information on these arms of betrayers? And I'm going to read off the ones that Varik just told us about.
The vestiges.
Yeah, the vestiges. I'm gonna ask for. Do you have any other information on that,
Or ones that we
Um,
don't know about.
or ones that I did not mention? Good point, Varik.
Okay. Anything else, or is that?
Anything else, or is that? No takers?
I don't know, man. I feel like I have way too many questions, honestly. Like, there's so many different avenues we could travel down, and
Hey, Emily, which is the best place to go? Vasselheim or Rixto if you are looking for information on gods and vestiges, betrayers, but specifically, what else were we looking for, guys? Because everything I just said says Vasselheim.
I think we should just go to Vasselheim, dude.
Yasha responded, the Dawn City has some of the oldest records in Exandria.
The Dawn.
God damn it.
Jesus.
She'll also, after a minute or two, kind of come back with another message. Listen, the tear option. They don't know the details of how close or how far off the timeline that the tear would create, where that would go to, but if it's different enough, maybe there's a way there. Maybe there's other vestiges, other...
Do you think that you can isolate that, focus that in, make it more measurable?
No, you can't. The Age of Arcanum cities weren't able to do it. I don't think we can.
What about just stabilizing what you have now?
We need as
Yes,
many powerful
residual.
mages as we could gather.
Oh, okay.
It would help, but it wouldn't make it stable. We couldn't point it. We could just keep it from expanding. This is uncharted territory, Milo.
I kind of wish I was there.
Yeah, she says it with a little bit of a fear and a little bit of excitement.
Damn it. Damn it. Well, I'm going to Vasselheim. There's gods there.
Would you look at that? Guess what we're right back to? Milo, fire up
Thank you,
the staff.
Emmeline. Tell us if you learn anything about the portals. All right, kids, hold hands.
And grabs Milo's hand. Let's go.
No, you're sweaty.
Oh, sorry. It's this dwarf thing. I didn't know dwarves were so sweaty.
Where should we have the boats go before we leave?
Yeah, I was gonna say Breck's not gonna leave the Alcantara this time, so Ash can go with you guys.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Totally viable the way we have things set up right now.
And Josh, just before anything, we pulled the trigger on anything. Milo has probably only ever seen pictures of Vasselheim.
Oh, I was just looking at those details. I'm so glad
Yeah.
you were too. Yeah, so you would roll on the description side of the table. I don't think there's any Vasselheim knowledge. You haven't viewed it at all or seen it casually. You're definitely not familiar, so I think we'd be on the description side.
Description. Did you already have that up?
Yeah.
What's the roll on that?
Mishap is 1 to 43. Similar areas 44 to 53. Off targets 54 to 73. On targets 74 to 100. So you have a 25% chance to make it there.
How do you guys feel?
I feel good. I like those odds.
All right, I'm willing to roll them dice.
Is there any way to affect the chances?
I don't
I
think
feel
currently.
really inspired recently, but
Before we leave, Breck, do you have a destination in mind that you'd be going to so we can link up once we're back?
Josh, where was one of the temples that the eye goes to that he told me?
Lushgat Forest would be that direction. There was one over in that area.
I'm on my way to Lushgut.
Do you mind if Nora tags along with you with the last song? At least you guys could stick together, just in case.
I would appreciate it, actually.
Nora goes, I'd hate it, but I'll do it, I guess. No offense, Captain Deep Delver, just,
Have
you know.
seen the amount of booze I have downstairs?
Ooh, good point. I'll be down below deck, fellows. You can look to Captain Grimm if you need anything.
I'm leaving.
Goodbye! As she goes down the stairs.
Oh Lord. Well, Captain, looks like you've got 2 ships under your command for now. If you're okay with that.
I got no issues with it. We're going to the same place.
I'll just put my hand on Breck's shoulder and I'll just give him like a good luck, like tap, and then reconvene with Milo.
Do we have any spare sending stones? I think I have one myriad one, but it's just one. I've just been carrying it around with me.
And I think it goes specifically to the other person who has the other stone.
Yeah, this is the only one I got.
Yeah, the only 2 I have are already distributed.
Alright.
Josh, did all of the gods have temples at Vasselheim?
I think that would be the most likely place to find temples for all the gods.
Like, it's safe to assume that they all have some sort of connection to Vasselheim.
Yeah. Or at the
Okay,
very
and-
least, you know, like, if you're looking for the place to go where there's a little bit of everything, Vasselheim for sure.
Okay. Then I will pray to the Moon Reaver with that thought in mind. Almost like kind of bringing us back, or bringing us to a place where I could be more in touch or learn more about her.
Okay.
And see if that affects anything. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait. Before you guys go, I'm going to give Milo 1,000 gold from my stash. We need diamonds.
Yes. How much of this needs to be diamonds?
How much?
All of it, Milo.
All right, fine. Thanks, buddy. And he like gives him a big old hug.
Be safe, guys.
No problem.
Later, have fun sailing the seas again.
And as unless anybody has anything else they want to do, as Milo, go ahead.
Very hard, Varik.
Oh, I will.
Then I think now is a perfect time to take a break, and we will come back and see how the trip to Vasselheim goes through teleport. I'm so excited for that roll. So, yeah, let's take 15. It's 102 Pacific. Let's go 17 or just switch over. So let's do 18 on the dial, wherever you're at, and we'll get going from there. All right. Welcome back. Do we have everybody here?
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Cool. I think we got all 5 there. All right. So as Flynn steps into Ash's shoes, as one of the party members going, is there anybody that's on the boats now that you want to take with you? I think you got room on the teleport spell if you wanted to try and take someone. I guess we'll assume, obviously, Ekamos goes, so that he's not able to make it today, but on the future one, he'll be with you guys. But anybody else? There's just a couple people that, just to review who it could be. Morgana, she's very injured. That would make a ton of sense, but you guys could do it if you wanted to. The Mushroom Goblin is there. If you guys wanted to roll with him, he could be in there. The Bugbear fighter from the Kryn Dynasty is on the ship as well. Mumblefoot, the halfling pirate who sailed with Morgana and Grim under Captain Loom. Some various crew members that were randos that you guys had picked up on the way back from Amon, or anything else you can think of that I haven't mentioned but you want to try. And the answer can totally be no too. If the answer is no, it's perfectly fine.
I don't know if
I mean, I don't want to put anybody else in danger.
I feel like the only logical ones would be Mumble or that Bugbear. But even then, like, we're really just going in for like quick research in and out, like as much as we can. I don't think there's really any need for any firepower yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think...
One point of clarification too, something that I feel like I remember happening last session, and this is one of those things I can't remember exactly, but I feel like Grim and Brett, or not Grim, Milo and Breck asked Zarm to get back to the Alcantara. Was that correct? Or just call and talk to him?
They did ask him to come talk in person.
Okay. So then what else? Say that again?
I said he would be an awesome option if we were going to take somebody along.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, is just to open the options for you guys too with everything that's going on. I think a few hours have passed since those messages have happened anyways. I think just to set the scene a little bit as everybody's getting ready, a giant eagle with a black stripe down his back starts coming towards you guys off in the distance, and over the course of the next few minutes gets nearer. A few of you guys would have seen this form from Zarm before. In fact, most of you guys, I think. He would have turned into it at least once when you guys thought he was a gnome and was trying to escape before you realized who he was. And he kind of apparates, does a little flourish and spin, and lands on the boat from the eagle form. Sees Varik first. Hey, fuckface! Everybody else, hi.
Hey. Is he coming too?
Coming where?
Is
I'm gonna
Zarm?
ask him first.
Sorry, I just had a
I was gonna say, that
total
sounded like
mind
yes to
blank.
me.
Just had a total mind blank. Is Zarm the one that hurt Morgana and everybody?
Yeah.
It is him.
I don't know what you're talking about. No.
The first thing Breck would do when Zarm lands is move to stop Grim. Yeah.
I literally beeline it to deck him in the face. Like, that's why I was asking. I needed to make sure. Like, this is
He
the
jumps
Yeah,
back. Wow!
I'm literally going in to beat the pulp out this guy. Not kill him, but I'm gonna beat him up.
I will stand in between them two.
Okay. Yeah, there's some scuffle. There's Grim or Varik and Breck holding back Grim, which I think. Grim, how hard are you trying to break through Varik and Breck? Are you letting them hold you back, or are you truly trying to break through?
I'm literally trying to just get one solid hit into his jaw, like 100%.
Roll me an acrobatics check. Varik and Breck, roll me athletics at advantage.
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to beat 2 athletics at advantage rolls, but if you can, then you can get it in.
I'm rolling once, right?
Yeah, you're just straight roll.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
4.
Damn.
A 31.
So I rolled a 16 plus a 15 because my acrobatics is really high.
A 31.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the description of how this event plays out is that Varik and Breck both... Breck moves first, in front of Grim. Grim, you're able to like jump up over Grim or over Breck, and you know like flip over, do a real nice flourish over the top. Varik also moves, and you see that, and you kind of adjust midair. You know, you do barrel roll over, and you go, and you're just like flying fist out, ready to punch Zarm. And man, 31 meets it, beats it. But I have to acknowledge that 31 is also nearly impossible here too. So Varik actually grabs your foot midair as you're going, but you have just enough room to land the punch. But Varik's like hand is on your foot, so he's like just all but stopped you from doing. He's stopped you from doing more. At the very least, he can pull you back quite easily. But you are able to successfully land the punch on Zarm. Roll me unarmed strike.
That is a let's see, just a little 4.
Little 4, yeah. Zarm. Fuck. I guess I deserve that. I
What do
didn't
you mean you guess you deserve it, you little piece of shit? Fuck you.
Is she okay?
You don't deserve to know if she's okay or not.
That's fair. Listen, if you guys are just gonna be punching me, I'll just get the fuck out of here.
Good. Bye, little piece
No,
of
no,
shit.
no,
No.
Starts to pull some components out of his bag, like he's gonna try and circle away. You see that nice magical chalk, Milo. He starts drawing a teleport circle on the deck.
I'll grab his hand and tell him to stop.
Can I take his chalk?
He's like, "Can I mess with this
I'll try and
circle?"
smack you if you did, yeah.
What's up?
Can I take his job?
Okay. You can take 20 gold worth of chalk.
Just
I
watch
just-
Milo
I'll
put
take
it in his bag.
Great.
Just use your foot to scuff up his circle so it doesn't work.
Take his stuff and then scuff it up and walk away.
He's not going anywhere except with us.
As you grab his hand, Varik, to stop him, he looks up at you and says, "Huh. Well, I guess I'll stand here and take responsibility for my actions then."
Oh.
And then looks to the rest of the group. You asked me back? What do you need?
Guys, what did we need?
You
For
wanted
him
to
to come
talk
on.
to him.
Yeah. Wait.
Hey man, I just do what I am told. All right. Somebody told me to contact him to bring him here. That must have been one of you guys.
Yeah. That's what
Process of elimination.
yeah, I did. I wanted him to come back and explain himself. I wanted to know why.
I've seen those who rule use safety as a justification for terrible things. And I saw an opportunity to help a place that I have come to love and come to hope to call home. A place that was created with hope. And I saw something that could corrupt it, just like it corrupted my home, where I came from. A place where I don't feel welcome anymore. I know it doesn't seem like it. This was my twisted way of trying to protect the hope that you gave me. To create a world where we could choose our own paths instead of them choosing them for us. And he looks at you, Grim. What I see you as hubris, to think there would not be consequences. And for that I am sorry. if I was given the chance again, with someone else, to make another home safe, would you stop me?
Have you ever taken the life of a child, Storm? Like a defenseless, not a part of a war or a fight, as innocent as it gets. Have you really ever taken that life before?
You killed my brother. We weren't fighting. There was no battle. He was on a ship that was on the opposite side I was. And I knew it. And I killed them. There was no fighting back. No, I've never killed a child. But I've killed those who weren't ready for it.
Do their voices haunt you still?
Every second of every fucking day.
And I hope they stay with you forever, bitch.
You don't have to hope.
Well, I'm just going to let you know. The day the Raven Queen calls for you, I will personally escort you to her. That's a promise. So whatever we need from him, can we please make it quick?
Hey, you want to go on this important mission with us?
Yes.
Milo, roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Can I assist?
I was gonna say, is there?
What do you say to assist?
I would just look at Zarm and be like, I mean, there's not much to say just beyond like we need your help. This is important. Yeah, like personal feelings aside, this is bigger than this group.
Now go ahead and roll straight roll.
$26.
Fine. But I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the story you tell. For the hope that you've brought the world. We can put personal feelings aside and do what needs to be done.
I will give him 4 points of lay on hands.
Hey, Varik, I burned myself earlier. Do you mind maybe right here? Just you gotta like
Give you 1 to make it an even 5.
I need 2 for that.
Use a band-aid or something.
Damn it. He just shuffles back over to where it was.
Well, where are we going?
Vasselheim.
Hasselhoff. Though I've only ever seen pictures of it, so let's go. You ready?
Everybody's there on the deck of the ship.
Was Nora up there for that whole thing?
She was below deck drinking, I think, is what we had established.
Thank God. Okay. Right on. I just wanted to check.
Breck's gonna go down and try to put the moves on her.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Now it's a D&D session.
Yeah, right. Outside of game, we'll have to figure out how that plays out so that when you guys come back, you can see what the result of that ends up being. Milo, you hold the staff in your hands. It's your call.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm praying hard as hell.
32. Also, is it the lower it is, the worse?
You said 32?
32, yeah.
I believe he
Do I
said
need to-
1 to 40 something was a mishap.
I would use my heroic inspiration if I can. If it's bad. If it's bad. Is it bad?
I don't know if that's one you can use for inspiration, a teleport roll.
Just because they're D10s, Josh? Is that what you're going to do to me?
Usually D100 rolls are pretty...
Let me roll the D20 5 times.
No, definitely not that. As you all begin to feel that pull, you get that typical disapparition feeling that feels like you're stretching like a rubber band and then snapping again, except this time when you snap, there's pain.
Really wish that Varik would have healed me more.
I'm saving it in case this happened.
And all of you, yeah, you open your eyes for a second and it feels like you are in compressed rock, and you cannot move for a second. It's this feeling of extreme claustrophobia and that your bodies are stuck in whatever position you land in. Each of you is going to take 21 points of force damage. And Milo, actually, sorry. And then let's do it this way. Milo, roll me another D100.
Oh, Bahamut, save us! Dear God, save us!
You're terrible.
You said 21 points, Josh?
21, yeah.
Here we go again, gentlemen. 19.
Oh,
You're gonna kill us all.
Sure am glad I left Breck on the boat.
It's been nice serving with you, gentlemen.
Hope you guys are having fun.
That is another 21 points of force damage.
Oh my God.
God.
Well, thank God I can do that about 4 more times maybe.
If you guys do that 13 to 14 more times, I'm going to be pissed. Milo, give me another roll.
Another
Milo, please.
Oh,
For the
God.
love of God.
That's a 70, sir. Does that get us there?
You take 70 points of damage.
No, I think
That's
if
got
I
to get us in the
recall correctly,
ballpark,
that's
right?
that's like close but not
It's like
there.
ballpark. Yeah, I think ballpark is where we're at.
Somewhere on Isilra.
Josh is like, but 200 feet in the air.
Milo. Wait. Distance. Oh gosh, I got to pull out the map for this.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
we got a
Yes,
mission.
that's awesome.
We got to do
You guys
some
can
some
swim.
math.
Oh,
We need to do math, you guys. Milo, roll a d10 twice and tell me the results.
D10, or a D10 twice.
And order's important.
The first one was a 2, and the second one was a 7 for a total of 9.
Actually, that is not how that is calculated.
Oh.
So, I am so happy I have an Exandria web map where I can just quickly press distances. As the crow flies from about where you guys were, over here, we're going to Vasselheim. Oh no, is this just Tal'Dorei and... Oh, I think this is just Tal'Dorei and Wildmount. So, I'm gonna have to do a little estimating here. So the way this is going to be calculated here is it is one, you guys are going to be off target by the first D10 times the second D10% of the distance that was to be traveled, which in this case was across the world. Oh gosh, yeah. So I think if we double to the north part of Tal'Dorei, and then again would get us to Vasselheim. So there to there, double that is about 2,200 miles. Guys, this one's going to be brutal.
Dude, we're gonna end up further than we were starting at the boats.
Let's see.
This is already the highlight of the session for me. So.
Honestly, you're not wrong, dude. So you guys are going to be 2,100 miles off.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well,
You guys are going to be 2,100 miles off. Holy hell.
Yes.
Milo. Roll me a D100. Look, 2,200 is across the entire world. The way I'm reading this is you guys can land anywhere in the fucking world here. I'm generating a quick table of 100 places in Exandria. You're going to roll a D100, and that's where you're going to end up.
89.
What was it?
High rolls. 89,
29?
89. 89.
89, thank you.
Yeah.
I hope this is the last thing you expected, Josh. I hope this is like the biggest monkey wrench we've thrown at you in a while.
Oh, it's a wrench and a half for sure. You guys were already like Vasselheim. I'm like, all right, cool.
Just you scrambling through.
Vasselheim. I can just do some quick research. Let's get it going. No problem at all. We can make it work. Now, oh my god.
Stop.
Did we land in Vasselheim?
We went a whole
Did we
loop
land
and
in
then
Vasselheim?
Right back.
On the boat?
I'm just picturing Guardians of the Galaxy rocket and all of our faces. Just...
We did 20 time jumps or something. Oh my god, the suspense is killing me.
I'm going to change the vibe up here.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh.
Say hello to the avatar of Tiamat.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
No.
The first thing that hits you is a biting cold.
Son of...
You look around to see a sea of white around you. A cave entrance, a tunnel. It looks too clean to be natural. But there's rubble strewn about, ruins. Buildings that look made of flesh.
Hey, use that staff again.
Don't work like that, my friend.
Broken bits all around you, covered in snow. You hear a howling of wind as it comes through the entrance to the subterranean area beneath you. You look at the mountain that it is at the base of, and the mountain itself looks like it was torn asunder. Half of it is missing. And as you survey the field and see the snow and the shapes in that field, you can see that whatever is laying there ran into this mountain. Small craters dot the landscape. This isn't just cold. This is pain. The tips of your noses feel sharp, and then you don't feel them at all. There is nothing around you. What do you do?
Milo, can you give him his chalk back?
I'll give him his chalk back right now.
I immediately give the chalk back.
Everyone be quiet. No one make a noise. Oh, fuck. A spell.
I'm going to begin a ritual cast of Tiny Hut.
Yes, please. Can I hold a spell just in case if something were to attack us?
It's not technically going to be like holding the spell. I'm not going to make you burn a spell slot, but
Okay.
you can have something ready to go. Sure. What are you trying to do? Because like basically holding it would keep it good for like 6 seconds, and then you burn the spell slot. So if you want, you can do that. If you want to spend X amount of time on your spell slots, you can say that spell will be cast in a minute if I burn all these spell slots. Or if you're just waiting to do it, you just let me know, and then we'll play it out when it comes up.
Okay, yeah. If anything like jumps at us or attacks us or something, I'm gonna throw a hypnotic pattern at it.
Okay.
Guys, we need to leave. I have a feeling I know where we are, but I don't know where we are, but it's not good.
5 minutes into Milo's casting, I need everybody to roll Constitution saving throw.
No.
Wow. Why does it have to be Constitution? Oh.
Dirty 20 for Milo.
What is going on with my PC right now?
21.
Whoa.
Everyone gets +4 near me.
Oh, thank
I'll
God.
huddle around Varik.
25 for
Oh, what
Grim.
the fuck? God.
That +4 puts me at a 17.
Ooh,
That's cocked.
That +4 saved you. It would have been a failure otherwise.
Is 17 the save?
16's a save.
Oh, thank God. That's what I rolled.
It sounds like everybody saved.
No, what was the
16.
addition?
16 was a save.
Oh, what
Plus
was
4.
Varik's?
Oh yeah, +4.
I got a 7.
Okay. So then you are going to take 13 points of cold damage. Everybody else is going to take 6.
Okay.
Ash. In the rubble, you start to get the sense of familiarity, not first-person familiarity, but knowledge of what you might be looking at.
Ooh. Shout for me when we're ready to go, and then I'm gonna start looking around the rubble.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Whoa, wait.
Ash, wait, please.
It's a field of
There
trash,
go.
by the way. I mean, it is
Oh,
a
no,
field.
I'm
knew it.
excited.
I almost made that joke earlier where I was like,
So
okay, everyone be
hungry.
quiet, and then you just hear Ash go, oh, trash.
Paradise.
12.
12. Okay. I mean, I think what's going on here with the 12 is that it takes you a couple minutes, towards the second half of Milo's casting of Tiny Hut. You're picking it through the rubble, and you see Age of Arcanum level technology. But there's this weird distortion to it. You're used to mechanical, the engineering side of magic, using it for energy, not just effect. And you start to see some of those systems that are familiar to you from Zemniaz in this rubble. But this cover of flesh is more. You start to think through possibilities run in your head. Maybe like an experiment of some sort, a bioorganic experiment, or something like that. Roll me a history check, and this is going to determine if you can figure out specifically.
My history's a -2.
Oof.
2 for a -2 for a 0.
A 0. Yes, this is definitely from the Age of Arcanum, and it's definitely trash. Perfect.
Oh, if it's trash, definitely. I'm fucking
perfect.
eating it up.
The experiment must have gone wrong, and so this is all ripe for the taking.
As he's munching on stuff, can I do a perception check to see if anything is noticing that, or
Sure. Yeah.
along the
Absolutely.
lines
Go
of,
ahead and roll a perception check.
roll, like what am I looking at?
Hmm?
Oh, that's a natural one. Never mind.
The snow is very thick, very very thick. Hard to see almost anything.
Does anyone know where we are? Anybody at all?
Ash, do you know where we're at?
Ash knows there's trash.
And it's trash from the Age of Arcanum. It just keeps eating.
That's concerning.
This is the best trash.
Does that mean it's like another part of the city, Ash?
Looks to me like an experiment gone wrong, as he just keeps stuffing his face.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't
Wow.
sound good.
Is Zarm already doing his circle?
So he had 20 gold worth of chalk. It was a dramatic look. He does not have 50 gold worth of chalk required for the spell.
Oh no.
What all does the tiny hut do?
It does keep temperature good, I believe.
Yeah,
the ambient
yeah,
temperature
totally
stays
shields us.
fine. Yeah.
Let me find it.
Is
All
my
right, so 9
necklace-
creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if the area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color that I choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
Can I retroactively do something while he's doing that?
Probably. What is it?
I would also like to cast a spell that takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
I will cast hallucinatory terrain.
Just start to slow down my reading of the spell.
Yeah, well, so narratively, we'll say as Milo's describing, like, "Oh, this is where we'll be good. That'll be what we're good. We'll be blocked from being seen. We'll be." All of you kind of hear like this whisper in the wind.
Oh, don't
Well,
do
well,
this.
well. It kind of fades at the end.
What the fuck was that? Do you guys hear that? Or am I hearing voices in my head again?
No, nope. That was not in your head. That was
Okay,
real.
okay.
Nothing. Just about 20 seconds before the 2 spells that are being ritually cast go off, I need everybody to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is so much worse.
14 with the bonus added by our friend. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Plus 4, so. Ooh, 17! Let's go!
It's a big 13 for Grim.
I am going to heroic inspiration on that. Sorry.
This one's good to go. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
I would also like to use my heroic inspiration.
It's at 18 for Varik.
Oh God, no.
22
Natty 1.
for Ash.
I'm gonna burn a luck to re-roll this because I do not want to take that much fucking cold damage. This shit sucks. It literally landed on a 1 and then rolled to an 11. That
For a
made
total
me
of
19.
19. Okay. So for whoever failed, you take 16 points of cold damage. For whoever succeeded, you take 8. You guys are out in the freezing, frigid cold with 0 winter weather. This is a painful, biting cold. Some of you are starting to worry about frostbite. Milo, you look at your fingers as you take the little crystal that creates the tiny hut, and they're starting to turn black at the tips.
Milo,
in
hurry,
that,
please.
with the damage and stuff like that, since it's cold damage, I would like to take a reaction on this. Can I absorb some of that and have it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. The absorb elements make sense to me. Yeah.
So it was 16, so I get 8.
So 8, yeah. So basically, like, you made the save.
Still alive, gentlemen. We're still concentrating.
Milo, hurry up.
Oh God, it's cold. My brain.
And right before it goes off and finishes, and so right as it finishes and kind of extends out over Milo, you all hear. It's still like a whisper level, which doesn't make sense because it almost sounds like a yell. Stop saying that name!
Scoozy?
Who's
You guys are hearing that,
names?
right? That's not just me.
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
just focus.
Yeah, right.
Tiny head goes off. Say, Ash, I think you're still looking around, but everybody else can hop in.
Yes, please.
If you want to.
All right.
I will tell
How's everyone looking?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna have the hallucinatory terrain look like just a hill of snow on top of the tiny hut, Damascus.
Got it.
Is everyone? Does
Ash,
anyone need
what are you
something?
doing? Yeah,
I will make my way back.
Okay. As you're getting closer, you hear probably about 30 feet off behind you a low growl.
Ash, get in the hut.
Just let you guys know, Milo does not look okay.
Okay.
Not
I'm
at
gonna
all.
wait for Ash to get in the hut.
I'm just gonna keep making my way to the hut.
I will use the 25 land hands I have left on Milo.
You do care.
Ash, roll me a perception check. You get to the hallucinatory terrain area in the tiny hut. But roll me a perception check as you get in there.
Oh.
15.
15. As you get into the hut, you turn and see this large 13-foot tall white furred yeti walk towards you from behind a big snow-covered ruin, and it kind of you see another one come up behind him. Where did it go? Look over there. And they move on from the area.
Is that where the voices were coming from?
It didn't sound the same. Just
Oh.
above table that for you guys, it didn't sound the same. These sounded more actual corporeal voices.
Oh, okay. Guys, I think it got mad at us for saying, and I point at Milo, his name.
I dare you to say it again.
You
Do you
double
think
dog dare me?
Dragonborn. Ugh.
Are you still hurt, Milo?
It's like
Is
halfsies.
Is
He's
everyone?
like a happy sign with his hand.
Oh, okay. Oh God. Where's my dice? All right.
Is Ash inside the hut now?
Unless he didn't want to be, yes.
Oh yeah. I'm back in the hut. Yeah.
A whisper in the wind. Oh, that's not very sporting now, is it?
Hello.
Wind.
Oh my God! What
Are
is
they-
going on?
Are they even talking to us, or are they just talking?
I don't know. Can we please get out of here? Is
Here,
there
let's
any
try
way we
this.
can get out of here?
Milo,
Who's that?
Shh. No, I'm trying to see if that's the name they didn't like.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not so cold in here anymore. I'm feeling okay.
Well,
It's quiet.
Huh?
You guys don't hear anything?
I guess it wasn't Milo. All right, so Zarm, that chalk circle. Let's get the.
I don't have the fucking chalk, okay? I was just being dramatic.
What?
Unless you have 30 gold worth of really nice teleportation circle chalk, I can't get us out of here.
Milo, didn't you take his chalk?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
he-
gave it back.
He only had 20 gold's worth, right? And we need 50.
Zarm, why don't you have enough chalk?
I was in the fucking forest. I just killed a prince, if you don't remember.
Yeah, and you don't think having enough chalk to teleport yourself out of a sticky situation would have been handy?
I teleported myself out of that sticky situation. That's how I got back to Leshkut so quickly.
What if you got into another sticky situation, such as now?
Killing a prince is a pretty sticky situation. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know.
everyone
I feel like
shut up. We stay quiet and we rest.
Okay.
I hate this.
All right. Well, who's taking first watch?
Ash, you want to take first watch with me, buddy?
Yeah.
Excellent. Me and Ash will take first watch.
Oh, say less. Unrolls bedroll. Say, hey Milo, do you think you could turn the temperature up just a little bit in here? It's a little chilly. That's fine. It's whatever. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, you guys want to take like a long rest, a short rest?
I would say long rest, and absolutely, I will turn it up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Okay, Ash and Grim stay up for the first watch. One of you go ahead and roll a perception check as the other three sleep for the night. I will say, I think that we've been kind of playing a little loosey-goosey with the timing, because there was some time where you guys were done with the talk and then on the ship and then waiting and teleport. So what we'll say is we're at dusk here at this point.
Dusk.
18 total.
Okay. About an hour after getting into the hut, you sounds like similar footfalls to the Yetis again. Probably two pair of them. About an hour and a half in, the two of you hear a whisper. I'm here to open the door, to take my reign. Long may it be.
What door? Oh, I hate this.
What was that specifically, Josh?
I'm here to open a door, to take my reign. Long may it be.
I really don't like this, Ash. This is really spooking me, man.
How long does the tiny hut last?
8 hours.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like this either. It's cold out there.
No, it definitely is. You said there was like old magic out there.
Yes, it looks like some sort of experiment from my time.
Do you have any I'm sure there's tons of those. Old experiment in time. Would I have read anything similar to this as I was doing all the research for like any of the Zemnian stuff and whatnot? Like,
No, not for this one. No, this is
new.
new. Yeah.
This might be really stupid, but I really want to go in there, Ash. I'm not going to. But I really want to.
We can go look at it.
No, we can't. It's just too dangerous. Plus, we got those Yeti things. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of hurt. All of that really took I took some hits. That sucked. But I don't think I've ever read about anything like this before. So I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of bio experiment gone wrong.
Was that like a common thing that you guys would do back in the day?
Wizards back in my day tested all sorts of things.
Huh. Okay. Were any of them good?
Yeah, there's all sorts of good wizards.
More so the experiments.
Oh. I think so. Some of them, most of them.
I don't know if you might know, but there was really the only scary thing that I've ran into when I was up there was this like little flesh monster thing. I don't know why. I just get a weird feeling like there's something similar here, but I could be really, really wrong.
Would I know anything about crazy flesh monsters, Josh?
You can roll a history check. Let's see what you know about crazy flesh monsters.
A 13. 15 minus 2.
Man, 13. Yeah, large flesh monsters. It's a vague description, but if you take in Grimm's story, then at the very least, in descriptions in the past, there was a creature that was known as a Jabberwocky. Could track creatures for days, weeks, a very long time. Once you were marked by one, it would come after you. And they often hung around ruins, older places, even back in the Age of Arcanum. They were very frequent in the Age of Arcanum, and that is how you know about them.
I would share that, yeah. Sounds like you had a run-in with a Jabberwocky.
Would I be able to sketch it for him?
Sure,
See if
yeah.
that would match? Do you want me to like roll?
You sketch it? No. You sketch it. That's it.
Great.
You guys killed it, yeah?
I think so. I don't know. That's a good question. It's kind of. I think I have a little bit of PTSD from that day, so I kind of blocked a lot of it. I genuinely don't remember. I would have to ask the rest of the group if we killed it or not. Actually, I don't think we did. I think we all just got our asses kicked.
If you pissed it off and you didn't kill it, it sounds like it might come after you.
Well, we definitely did piss it off, and I don't think we killed it. So, it looks like we have a Jabberwocky to take care of when we're done here. This sucks, dude.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do for your watch?
Negative.
Okay.
Just
Who are you waking up for watch? The second watch?
definitely be Angus, 100%.
God damn it.
Ash, did you want to power down at all, or did you want to continue keeping watch?
So I have Sentry's Rest. So I just have to be in a motionless state for 6 hours, but I can see and hear as normal.
Nice.
Oh,
That's kind of creepy.
don't call him creepy.
I'll just sit next to Alivor, listening and watching while he.
Well, it's essentially like I'm by myself on watch. This is horrible.
You can't talk to me. I won't talk back, but I'm
Right, you
definitely
won't
there.
come-
I'm
Oh,
totally
God.
conscious. Yeah.
I can be on watch with him.
I was gonna say, yeah, you've got 4 hours. Oh,
If it's Angus and Varik taking watch, I'll communicate with them what I heard through the wind, and I will tell them that what Ash told me about the flesh creature thing, just in case before I go to bed.
oh,
To keep an eye out. Pretty much everything that I saw during the watch and everything.
lovely. Okay.
Yeah, that is it. And then I'll just go to bed terrified.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Grim. Have sweet nightmares.
Thanks.
Varik, we didn't kill that thing, did we?
Not gonna lie, I did step away while you guys talked about that, so I'm not sure what you're saying.
Or the big flesh monster from the floating city? Did we kill that?
No, we ran.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh. Do you know where we are? Because I'm confused.
I mean, could I take a shot in the dark, Josh?
It's cold.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
we're
that's
somewhere
really
in
all I
the-
have to go off of is it's freezing cold, and it's just the plane of white.
Yeah, if you want to do a history check just based on like geographic location,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
History isn't great, so let's see how this goes.
Oh, let's try.
Hey, that's a solid 6.
Probably north or south.
Oh.
Either very north or very south. There's actually not a ton of very south places, so probably very north. You know, there's some places in the north of Wildmount. You guys were at the area where the forest kind of went to frozen tundra from there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: this is real fucking cold, even with the 6. It's real fucking cold, and not many places on Exandria get this fucking cold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Varik. Yeah, good. That's what I came up with as well. So do you think there's the flesh monsters out here? How would that make sense?
I don't know, man.
It's speaking in our heads. It spoke in our heads last time.
I think it's safe to say that there's more things that are probably capable of doing that.
Like what?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Just keep your eyes out.
I can't. It's all white. It's a blizzard
Yeah.
out there. You can't see
It's
anything.
not.
Well, then we'll be able to see things. So that'd be good, right? Oh,
It's just the music cycle.
I know. That was like perfect timing, though.
I just love
earlier.
picturing Angus do
And we're
that though.
dead.
Like, no, stop. We're good. About halfway through you guys' watch. To Alpha and Alpha we trek. To homeward bound we be.
To Alpha and what?
To Alpha and Alpha we trek. Till homeward bound we be.
So, do you understand that, Varik?
Hold on, I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever the heck's talking, I don't think it's of sound mind. I think it's a little crazy. Because it's B-May speaking nonsense.
Did you say to Alpha? What was it? Sorry.
To Alpha and Alpha we trek. till homeward bound we be. And if one of you guys wants to roll a perception check for your watch.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Either or. I feel like yours just a little bit better than mine.
You said perception?
Mhm.
24.
24. Okay. Inside the tiny hut under the snow, you just see this little bit of snow twitching.
What? A Varik?
You said the snow was moving inside the hut?
Yeah, little like a dime-sized little area. It's just kind of like you see a little bit just push up. And it kind of just moves over just a touch. Looks like in the few hours that the tiny hut's been up, you can see there's a little bit of a trail of about half an inch.
Kurt Russell's not around, right?
Can I like?
I'd point it out.
Then, yeah, I'm gonna. Don't worry, I got this, Varik. And then I'll bend over and kind of like, I guess, brush the snow to see what the hell is made it move.
Don't
You
do it
brush
with
the
your
snow
hand.
away. Okay. You let me know how you brush the snow away.
I was gonna reach down with my hand, but he got me before I could get to the
Yeah.
snow. I was like, good idea. I'm gonna like use a little dagger to like just very gently brush the snow away. Kind of like, yeah.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
Ooh, that's weird, but okay. 10.
10. And then I'll ask, are you trying to not, like, trying to just move the snow, or are you trying to use your dagger to push against whatever it is under the snow?
Kind of like just move the snow at first to see if I can like brush
a 10?
off whatever.
Yeah, with a 10, you brush off some of the snow. You do see, it's not perfect. You do catch a couple of fibers of some kind of hair, some kind of black hair. You do move the snow away, though, and it's just this little like patch of flesh with black hair on it. And it's just kind of like it just kind of moves and just kind of slowly seems to have a direction it's going.
Varik.
Extremely slowly.
Varik, should I poke it?
What direction is it going? Towards the cave?
That
Towards
way.
the what? Towards the cave? I would say in this case, no, not towards the cave.
Huh. It's the only one we see?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Do you have anything to pick it up with?
I'll poke Ash. Hey, is that trash?
Actually, you see it. It's organic. Oh, he put in chat. He's bio.
Oh shit, okay.
Alright, well, Ash is he can hear us, but he's not doing anything.
He's just, we'll just say he just stays in his mode. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys try to wake me up?
Yeah.
There is a
What?
small piece of flesh with hair on it inside of our tiny hut.
With hair on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's gross.
Did you grab it?
No.
No.
Can you grab it?
I will go grab it.
Thank you, Ash.
I did try to poke Ash and ask him if it was trash, but you were gone.
Ah. Is it trash? Looks like trash. Does it look like the same stuff from out there?
Kind of. It's different though. Definitely different. The other stuff is like a mix of structure and bioorganic material. This is just bioorganic material. Kind of moves in your hand a little.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it out the door.
You throw it and it just hits the wall of the tiny hut and drops down.
Oh.
That's not trash. I don't know what that is. That's not trash.
So the only way it could be in here is if it was already in here when he created the tiny hut.
Yes. Look at his little trail. And then he points at the little trail in the snow.
Does the trail go outside the tiny hut?
No, it's like an inch long and it starts in the tiny hut.
Okay.
You can presume, based on the amount of snow falling, that it wasn't until the tiny hut was put up that a trail could be seen, because snow would just immediately cover the trail.
Okay. I've got an idea, Varik. So I'm going to go and I'm going to like pick it up like with my fingertips, like kind of hold it out. And then the trail, like the way it was going, I'm going to put it in that direction all the way to the edge to the tiny hut. So as if it was.
I wouldn't touch it.
It's too late. I already picked it up.
Oh god! Just drop it outside the hut.
I want to see what happens if it hits the edge of the hut. It's on its way to something.
He just tried to throw it on and hit.
I just threw it at the edge of the hut.
I know,
Yeah.
but I want to see if it goes the way that it's going, what it would do once it hit the edge of the hut.
It hit it.
And then
It hit it in that direction, but not in the direction it was traveling. Just watch. Put it there at the edge.
And so you're putting it in kind of a different spot and seeing if it's traveling in the same direction.
Like, so it was on a path, right? It was heading a certain direction. So I was just going to pick it up and put it in the direction it was going, but just to the edge of the tiny hut to see what would happen if, he's on his way to something, and then he's going to hit the tiny hut. What happens when he hits the tiny hut? Is it just going to not do anything?
Yeah. You put it at the edge and... Interesting. I think you would see it kind of move forward to the edge of the tiny hut, and it wouldn't be able to push through. But it does seem to try and move in that direction still.
All right. Well, it wants to go that way.
Is that direction toward the crazy flesh monster thing?
It's towards the direction of the ruins and the stuff that Ash had been looking at, yeah.
Okay. I will grab it from Alivor, take one step outside of the tiny hut, and yeet it in the opposite direction.
Okay, sure. Yeah!
And immediately
You're able to take it out, and it flies out, it just lands in the snow with a little...
Oh yeah, I'm trying to launch that thing as far as I can.
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay.
You launch it super far.
Okay.
To go at the pace it was going and get back to where you were would take weeks,
Okay.
months, years even.
Oh my god. All right. Well, nice little science experiment.
Ash just goes back to the corner, powers down.
Varik, do you think the little piece of flesh was what was talking in our minds?
Alivor, I don't know.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to make sense of our situation.
I seriously doubt we're going to be able to do that. I think our best bet is we survive until dawn and we get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do, talk about, or?
Oh, Varik is quiet and just keeping an eye out.
Okay. 8 hours finishes. You guys can mark a long rest.
Let's go.
Roll initiative.
Stop.
We'll call it 5 minutes before the hut actually drops. If you guys want to prep anything or do anything, now would be the time.
How long does
Milo
the
can't do a
hut
concentration spell. We'll say 5 more minutes. Or if you're trying to do something like 10 minutes before, you can just say that's when he started. That's fine.
For some reason, when I long rested with Ash, it cut my health in half.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your health on like manual or?
I thought it was for the rolls.
For I forget what it is, like fixed or manual health or whatever.
Yeah, it was manual. Yeah, and then I had done the override HP, right?
Yeah, I don't know why long resting would do it though. Do you know what it was just at? If you just want to keep track of it on paper, for now we can do it
I
that
think
way.
it was at 169 because I was super excited about the 69.
That's enough for me to say if you want to track that on paper, I'm fine. We can figure it out after what's going on. Yeah. What do you guys do?
What time of day is it?
Man, 8 hours from dusk would still be like 2-3 a.m. It's going to be even colder than when you started it.
Sick.
Dude, I want to get out of here so bad.
Yeah, we just probably should stay in this nice, warm, cozy, tiny hut. Bunch up for heat.
I think, has it been dawn? I'm sorry, time frame?
It has not yet, no. And I think there's a couple things to note here. I don't think we rolled for your charges last time, right?
No, it's a 1D. Hold on, let me read it.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 4. So let's do this. You would have had the way the math is kind of working on the math. The way the math works out, you would have been able to cast teleport the last time either way. So roll me. It would have. You guys had used teleport to get there. So we'll just assume you had 10 full. I'll just give you guys 10 full from the start. You used 7 yesterday to use teleport, so you'd be at 3. And so, sorry. The day before, because you guys did a teleport and then a teleport before that, I think, too, right?
This is our main way to go, man. So yeah.
2 Hope Bastion, yeah. So I think we were at 1 day. Yeah, so I think we're at 2 days. So we're gonna start you at 10. There was the 7 to get back from the camp. That's what it was. You guys teleported out of the dragon camp. So we'll start you there. Roll me a d4 for that first recharge for that first day.
For
2. So 2 plus 4. So you're going to be at 9. So you use teleport again.
Staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expenditure. So I roll a d6.
Oh, d6. Oh, that is a lot better.
So
yeah, that is.
5,
So roll a d6 instead. Yeah.
There's 5.
5 on that one? Okay. So 5 so that's a full charge. So that puts you in fine territory. Yeah. So then roll for, and then it will be this morning. We're not at dawn yet. So hold on to that d6.
Okay.
But what that means is you're just at 3 instead of lower than that.
Gotcha.
There was a chance you weren't going to be able to cast teleport if we rolled it all out that way.
I was doing the mental math. I was like, even if I roll, I still have it, so I was good. But like, you added the other one, so and I started to sweat. So good.
Well, and that's why I wanted to roll, because it's like, well, we just did it. That we just gave the charges back. It was dawn, but we didn't roll for it. So let's make sure that they're going to have these. So it is not dawn yet. It is still morning hours. If we said dusk, it's early morning in the year. So I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt there. We say about 2 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m.
And then when did I cast? Do I need to recast this? Is that just auto?
Oh, for Tiny Hut?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that again if you want.
That's
Yeah.
recast.
But I think to start another concentration spell, you need to stop
I don't
concentration.
think it's a concentration.
Oh, Tiny Hut's not concentration.
No, because I.
Oh, you just have to stay inside of it, though.
Yeah.
That's right. You just
That's
have
a
to
talented man right there.
Okay, so assuming you stay inside it, yeah, recast no problem. There's an extra 4 hours here. We'll zoom through that. We don't have to play that out. We've already done a full long rest, I think, there. If you're just recasting Tiny Hut, and there is no need to spend 10 minutes outside because there's no concentration. I'm not going to lie. That eliminates a lot of risk of the situation. That extra 10 minutes was going to be quite dire, even colder. And obviously, there's the risk of bad things happening. So we'll call it dawn. Milo, roll another d6, see what you get. It'll probably just be back up to 10 again, but let's find out what it looks like.
It's a 4, sir.
So 4 plus 6 is so you're just at 10. So dawn happens. The winter sun here, wherever you guys are at, peeks over the mountains, and once again you see the outlines and silhouettes of the snow-covered ruins here. What do you guys do?
I hear Marquette's really nice this part of the year.
Hey, we just go there, man. We just start over.
Yeah, we just don't
Wherever
even-
you're
don't even
familiar
concern
with,
ourselves, man.
please.
Take a siesta. Someone else will do it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
So
I trust my mother.
Get as close as possible somewhere.
No? All right. Shit. You guys want to try again then? Is that what I'm hearing? You guys want to go bouncing around? Oh,
Dude, what's the closest place you know?
nothing up there, man. I will.
Yeah,
Here?
that's
I don't even know where I am.
pretty far removed.
Also, just to point out, that took some time. I mean, you guys are in dawn right now. You're thinking middle of the night, early morning of tomorrow morning. Tiamat could be at Vaisea still, based on the timing of where they were at.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just lost like 10 hours.
Yeah. I don't
But you
know.
haven't checked in. Based on the trajectory, if they were still moving in that direction, if that's what you guys thought was happening.
I say you
Yeah.
just fucking send it, dude.
I say still.
Yeah, just send it.
What are we gonna do up there?
I'm looking for everybody's confirmations. Yays, nays. Here we go, and we're going to Vaisea still.
All right. As you begin to cast the spell, static almost feels like it's building up around you. Milo, you look to cast teleport, and you just roll a D100.
Oh, Jesus.
D100.
Fuck.
That's good. That's how it's supposed to go.
No.
It's not that D100.
No.
Oh, okay. It's a 74.
Oh,
Everybody
out,
roll
guys.
me. Everybody roll me a D20.
Oh, Jesus.
fuck.
I don't
You
want
guys
this
in
at all.
You guys in a week or two.
Okay, I'm getting rid of this dice. It's going to dice jail.
Oh fuck me! I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Me too.
Hey, we're
18 for Grim.
19 for Varik.
all right.
Ash, you, as you guys are sitting there, all of a sudden feel that static that is built around Milo. It's just like all of a sudden there's just some kind of magnetic charge that pulls it to you, and you are now poisoned.
Oh, thank goodness, because I have a resistance to that.
So this would be the poison. Or if you're immune to poison, then you wouldn't have the poison status effect. If you have resistance to poison damage, I think that still leaves the status though.
Oh, okay. It says yeah, I'm resistant to poison, immune to disease, and immune to magical sleep.
Okay.
So I can still add the poison.
Yeah, you can still add the poison status effect. I think
Okay,
Breck
cool.
is fully immune, which it would have just bounced off him. But I think you are poisoned. Now, Milo, you cast teleport. It goes through. Now roll your D100. See if you get there. Might say
Yeah,
still is what you're
this how
trying.
it's supposed to go. Yeah. Pretty much on top of the teleportation circle. 75. Here we go.
God damn.
Oh, if you're going to a circle, you just go. Yeah, if you're going to a circle, you just go. So you all.
I told you guys I was awesome at this.
And landed by Sayus Till. 24 hours from now, you'll go teleport back.
No problem.
Man, that was awful.
Where were we?
So we should tell people things, right?
What?
Like the people around here, like what's coming.
What's left of the people
We
around
have
here?
an easier time frame, yeah.
Does the city still look intact?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. You guys, the city wasn't destroyed. It wasn't razed to the ground. I mean, you guys did fight off the army. It's not completely gone. There's still a lot of buildings up. There's a lot of destruction. Don't get me wrong. There were a lot of casualties, but the city's still there. The people are still there.
Well, I guess I'll do the. Milo, you want to come with me? Like, just do as much research as we possibly can while we're here.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Following.
Okay. Ash, you can come too, buddy.
I don't feel good.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What do you mean you don't feel good? You could...
I don't know. When we teleported, now I don't feel good.
Maybe just like 3 deep breaths. Close your eyes. Breathe through your nose, out through the mouth. Hold it in for 5 seconds.
No, I don't feel good. That didn't help.
Oh God.
He's just gonna start wandering for somebody that makes like potions or something, I guess.
I mean, what does it feel like?
Like I've been poisoned.
All right. I mean, he's pretty blunt about it, so I'll hit him with a lesser restoration.
Yeah, Ash, the heaviness that you feel is lifted as the magic settles over you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You feel better?
I do, yeah.
Awesome. You had me worried for a second.
I was worried.
Do you want to come with me and Milo to do some research? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Off we go. Where should we meet? In how much time?
I am going to recast the Mind Bond for the next
Nice.
hour before we take off.
Yes.
It's an MVP spell, I think, for the last arc of the
It's
campaign.
so nice, man. I think subclass, one of them from the rogue gets it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll just communicate through that as much as we can.
Good luck.
You might want to hit up Professor Widowgast.
Is he here?
No,
Left
you would
click
have
is
to reach out to him.
Try and look for him. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Here we go. You want to link arms and skip?
We're off to see the wizard. Is Widowgast a wizard?
That's exactly.
He is.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of whatever he is.
Transmutation. So, Milo, what are you doing? You casting Sending here?
Yes, I have a sending spell that I can use. He pulls out a scroll and he extends the scroll and it disappears into like a blue codex of runes and he casts the sending through that. I He says, Mr. Widowgast, are you still in Bysaeus Till? We need to kind of meet up for some information. We're in
Just so
Bysaeus Till.
Can he get here?
Hello, Herr Hawkins. I am not there right now, but I can get there shortly.
Oh, thank God.
Donkey shoes.
Give me an hour.
He said he could be here in an hour.
I guess we'll meet him at the whatever library we'll be at.
Can I still respond to him? It's gone.
No.
We'll find him.
Okay. Are Angus and Varik going with him? Is everybody going together?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research of my own.
Yeah, absolutely. As you guys walk through the city, it's familiar now. You are greeted. People recognize a lot of you as saviors of the city. Accolades and celebrations are being had, but also a few nervous looks as well.
There should be.
And as you guys are traveling the route that to be to the library, you pass the main plaza where Uther Prent lives, where it's often a place of gathering and meetings, and you can see there's many people gathered here.
Oh,
300
yep.
at least.
Yep, Angus definitely breaks off.
This is that plaza too.
Yeah,
Angus.
I know. Yep, that's why I broke off.
It feels eerily similar. And change it a little bit actually here. You can see that there's a platform. As you walk closely and the party sees you break off, it's quick to see these are gallows. There's 6 figures standing on these gallows with Uther Prent at the edge, yelling to the crowd with a line of a dozen knights standing in front of the platform, the same stature and equipment as the ones that were guarding him invisibly in his room. Traitors to Bysaeus Till and the crown is what you hear as you enter into this situation. They must be dealt with immediately. Any who wish to move against the crown could lead to the dragons coming back in. We don't know who works for the evil god. You must be careful. Keep your ears and eyes open to listen to whispers against the crown. You will be rewarded for your loyalty through these trying times. Angus, roll me a perception check. But now, justice has arrived.
16.
You search the 6 faces. Someone's up there, vaguely familiar, freshly familiar. And as a message to anyone who might help these foul things, watch what happens to those who betray the might of the Dwendalian Empire. Your father's up on the platform. One of the 6. What's the rest of the party doing?
Do we know if are we seeing any of that?
You can see Angus break off, and you can hear it not quite as well. You catch just little bits. You can hear Uther Prent is yelling. You can generally see the same things. You don't catch that Angus is.
What's going on? What's going on?
His dad's up there.
How was he? Oh, we didn't see that he survived, right, Josh? If I remember correctly, I think Angus was the only one who saw him through the window. That he came back. because we were already running away.
Yeah, and then there was also that kind of off-screen night where he was really pissed off and taking it out on Elle, saying that you can't be worshiping other gods. But you guys would know he's around. Yeah, you guys would know that.
Oh fuck! I will just look at Varik and be like, I don't know how he's still alive. It's a little weird.
What's he doing?
Was Oliver the only one that saw how he came back? Or
I mean,
knows?
you guys would have talked about the resurrection ring before at the table. Nobody, I don't even think Alivor saw how he came back.
Yeah,
everybody left. You guys
Okay.
ran out. All three of you guys ran out. When you guys ran out, he was dead. But Alivor was the one who turned and saw that by the time you guys had run a few hundred feet away, he was out on the balcony again.
Did he share that information?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Would you?
So we
have?
don't know about the ring? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, like Grim killed him because Grim killed him first. The ring brought him back, and then Grim killed him again, and so we thought he was dead, right?
Mm-hmm. And then there was he
Yep,
came
the
back
balcony.
after that as well.
Yeah. But I didn't.
There was also the interaction that you had prior to us leaving that I'm not sure if
Yeah,
if
I know.
that
I
was
know.
shared.
Yeah. No, that wasn't shared either.
That's
None
what
of that would have been shared.
I'm just trying to figure out how I would play this. Like above table, I know like we were privy to like that info, but like now in character, I'm just trying to figure out how Grim would react. Like I think he'd be surprised that Utherprint is alive because for sure he knew he killed him, but
Twice.
yeah,
You killed him twice.
yeah. I slit his throat neck a lot, but
But I mean, it's not the most like outlandish thing considering how many times Alivor has come back.
No, the dude's
Yeah.
Dark Road. You all knew that.
I don't know. I feel like I would just keep moving. Like I have an objective. I got to keep moving. So unless I'm told otherwise, I'm just gonna continue.
Just curious.
rushing
Yeah,
forward.
I think.
This is what's
yeah,
going
I
on
think,
over there, man. I'm just a little curious. I'm gonna wander on over here.
I don't know. At this point, it doesn't seem like he's the biggest threat.
Tippy toes. What's going on?
Yeah, but also we don't see this happening, right? Like the gallows and everything like that. Like we just hear.
No, I would say that where you guys are at is kind of the edge of the plaza. Angus broke off and like went into it and could see at the edge of the crowd those things. You guys would see it from a bit of a distance. You can see the platform. Taking a second to look, you guys can see the gallows too. Sure. And I guess the thing I'm looking for is where are you guys at as Angus is deciding what to do? He has moved up into the crowd a bit, seeing what's happening. Are you guys staying on him or spreading out or staying where you are?
I'm kind of just moving, honestly. Like I'm trying to get to this library.
Okay. So the fourth option, moving in the direction you were going.
Yeah,
I'm
did
curious
we
to go
even-
follow?
Did he try to do it stealthily? Did we notice?
Oh, that's a good question. Angus, were you trying to stealthily move away or were you just focused on getting there?
So not stealthily move away from the crowd. I'm not from the group. I
Mhm.
would have just broken off, not trying to be stealthy. But once I realized what the situation is, I am now trying to be stealthy within the crowd to not be spotted.
So you guys see him break off. You see him move towards the crowd. Roll that stealth check.
Milo will follow him. Curiously.
Oh, I got advantage on stealth checks because my boots. Ooh. That's a 29.
29. So as you guys see him break off, get to the crowd, and kind of slip into the crowd. Milo, you follow him to the edge of the crowd. You have an idea of where he went, but don't know where he is any longer.
Okay.
Can I summon Silcine
Yeah.
and ask her to search the crowd for my buddy here, Alivor?
Across the mind link, since I saw him leave, I would say, I know what you want to do, but this isn't the most pressing matter right now.
Silent.
Also, where did you
He
go?
wouldn't say anything.
I want to see too, man. Where'd you go?
And he's going to... where's it at? Oh, dang. Do I not have message anymore? This sucks.
It might have been an elf thing.
It might have. Okay, so what was the last thing Uther Print said?
To anybody who's watching who allied themselves with these traitors, know that this is the punishment and this is what's waiting for you. Generally, it wasn't exactly about those words, but like, hey, this is a warning to everybody who's a traitor. And you felt that personally.
Yeah, and he's going to kind of course, the whole thing is trying not to be seen. So he's gonna yell out and then kind of move off the X to kind of keep from being seen, pretty much. He's gonna call out, says the traitor who hid in his office the entire invasion.
That will break your stealth check. You won't be under that stealth roll anymore. I'm gonna call. I mean, if you're yelling out in the middle of a crowd, then yeah.
Yep. Fuck it. Yeah.
If he does that, I would like to put my hood up and enter stealth, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your stealth check. And Angus, as you say that, the eyes of the crowd turn to you. You feel the shuffling. Uther Prent looks to you. There are jobs for everyone in war. Some lead and some fight. Some snivel like cowards.
Which is yours?
Come fight for the traitors and find out then, dwarf.
Says the big bad man who hides behind his guards. Hiding in his office. When everyone here in this crowd, as he looks to the crowd, protected this city, he cowered in his office behind his guards, doing nothing to save this town. Is that?
Don't say I did nothing. I led this town to victory.
How did
it was my decisions that led us to that path.
From behind your desk, while the rest of us were out there on the battlefield, fighting for our home.
And so you speak for these traitors then? You would see justice undelivered?
I speak for all of Baseus Till. When I say justice, is seeing you removed from this town.
Well then, you say I hide behind my guards. Come fight them and take it from me if you're so sure.
Fight them. There it is again. You hiding, cowering, while the rest of us have to take the blunt of the force. I then again turn to the crowd. Is this who you want to stand behind? Is this who you support? A man
you know nothing! You are weak!
Look at him, hiding behind his guards now, as he calls these traitors. I'm sure every single one of these people on this platform fought for this town, where Uther did nothing.
He looks to the executioner holding the lever. Do it!
As he is, does it look like the executioner is going to go to pull?
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to Big B's hand. I'm going to cast Big B's hand and smack this executioner off the platform.
And as Alivor begins to cast that spell for the hand to knock the executioner off the platform, to stop the move of these six having a short drop. A flick of black through the crowd moves forward, and time stands still. And I think you all know that's where we're going to start our next session.
Oh, damn it. No.
God.
No.
Oh.
I'll pay you more money if we continue.
Yeah, I was going to say, charge me for another session.
I feel like some double time feels like a very
Man, we have to end it there. That is too perfect of a spot to come
God.
back to.
Gotta prep
Thank you to the players. That was fantastic, you guys. Thank you to anybody watching live or catching the VOD afterwards. We'll be back in 2 weeks to set this next scene and see what happens back in the Plaza of Visayas Till. I can't wait.
Man,
So, catch you next time.
jeez.